Let's go. We're back into the Alpha Gamma galaxy. And it's worth reading all these tips because there's a lot I don't know about this game. When defending against torpedoes, orient your ship in a way that your point defense thingamajiggers look at the incoming torpedoes. It'll make it easier to shoot them down. We did pick up a point defense, and if I recall well, it was a torpedo that knocked us out in the forced failed tutorial segment. I certainly want to do a big upgrade on our faith-powered demon ship. Of course, that's probably going to need some titanium, but we did figure out that raw mining thing, and we have a little quest for that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab some much-needed titanium for upgrades, and then we are going to vastly increase the size and capabilities of our existing ship. And then we're going to use said upgrades to hopefully gather enough to make ourselves a small fleet. That's the plan, but plans are like a biscuit raft. They can often fall apart. Oh, it's not so much that we'll have a bigger cross. I'm thinking multi-cross. So what are we even sporting right now? I honestly can't remember, even though it's only been a little more than 12 hours. So right now we've just got gun, gun, and gun, but I'm intending on going out for a whole lot of mining. So perhaps we can get rid of the guns, and let's see. The salvaging is just for busted down ships. It might be the only thing worth putting on is... You know, we haven't played with point defense. I'm going to shove a point defense up there just to see how that works. For one, it's a defensive turret slot, so sweet, that doesn't actually use up any of the other slots. I can always... Oh, right, no. It seems to count as a free arbitrary turret slot. I don't think I understand that whatsoever. There's a lot I don't understand. If you are highly familiar with this game, or really any level of familiar with this game, I am very much open to some handy tips or tricks about what's going on here. So I think it was the R mining laser that... Yeah, because what we have are these purifying mining lasers which turn whatever we grab into synthesized material, or complete material rather than scrap. But apparently you get a lot more out of your goods if you use this R mining laser. Of course that also means that you need cargo capacity to pick up all that stuff, but that's a-okay, I suppose. We have this mission, right? I really hope the game is paused when I'm in this mode. I think it is, but... who's to say? Where's that mission of ours? Encyclopedia Alliance. Here we go. Mission. R mining job. So I have an R mining laser. Now we need 250 cargo capacity. I assume that's easily done. We're just going to elongate the cross, because I always want to see this from the back side. It just fills me with great energies. Brake thrust is low. Now, I might try using something different for that. Give it time. Now... We can't use titanium so much because we barely have any of it, and it's exactly what I need. So instead, let's find that cargo bay. And then let's make it Xbox huge, huger, and then taller, and then a bit, oh, even taller. Come on, come on. There we go. And then a little bit wider, and then probably as long... Is it going to preview how much cargo I get out of this? Is there some kind of preview button? I don't know, but slamming that on certainly gives us that extra cargo space. What if it were longer? Let's be ambitious. There we go. Now we still need to do something about that deceleration of ours, and something I wanted to try out was the gyro array. An array of many gyros can turn your ship into any direction, da-da-da-da-da. Surely a nice short amount of gyros in the front will oh, okay, that didn't help deceleration at all. I thought these helped with that. Oh no, that helps with turning your ship. I thought that would help with deceleration. How about a dampener? Are you going to help me slow down? That looks pretty good. And I've always been keen on using dampeners. I don't know what yaw is, so surely it's not important. It's probably for blasting us to the left and right, right? We can go up and down and left and right, but not much compared to all the other snazzy bits that we have. Oh well, I'm sure we'll live with it. Although, does this mean, can we actually go back at all? I don't think we have any front firing bits for that. On the right side, when you hover over new piece, potential upgrades are in green. I didn't see that for cargo. Nope, it doesn't show any increase in cargo when I say I'm going to add this cargo bay onto it. But never mind that. We have hopefully what we need. If we come out of... Ah, crap. I keep pressing delete to remove whatever I'm currently building here. But that doesn't seem to cut it. I want to just move you. Is there a way to just move? Maybe, maybe not. I'll just delete you and then put you back down. Put that R mining laser right on the front. That's too far front. Put it back a bit. And then let's see if we can't grab some sweet doodads with this. I also want to make sure that the point defense. Is there a way to turn you on or off? Maybe you're just always on. Yeah, it's probably just always on. You, on the other hand, right? Let's get proper mining. Now, I wish I'd taken note of where we'd found the titanium before, but I can't remember. So let's just go and blast out in some direction, unless... Let me just check the power generation thing here again. We have plenty of excess power, and hopefully we got some extra slots for subsystems. We didn't really, we still just have 3. Revealing radar. Show sections with mass as yellow blips. That might be useful for us. Let's have it on. Otherwise, turret and turret. So many different bits here. How am I meant to know what they all do? Is there any kind of sorting thing? Maybe sort by type? Oh, I just noticed. I was moaning earlier about the lack of range on collecting loot, but there's a module for that. I'm going to probably find that there's a module for everything. So we need a lot of processing power to get a lot of sweet modules. Engines, da 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 da. Okay, should be fine. Now, that's Lofa Prime, which I do actually want to check out at some point. I don't want to always keep crawling back here to the starting point. So let's just go on a bit of an exploration. I want to find some asteroids to mine so we can get ourselves a fat lot of titanium. See, I really reckon titanium is that... Where are we going? Over here. I reckon titanium is something there's a big need for, because without that I cannot get myself some precious... oh, don't hit that asteroid. Whew. I need that power generation for big ships. That was the problem we were having earlier, and titanium seems pretty vital for that. Unrelated to the game, have you considered voice acting? Not really. A long time ago, I was, how did it go again? There's something going on here, so let's check it out. A long time ago, Paradox wanted to do a thing not too dissimilar to what Extra Credits was doing. And I did a voiceover for them. Now, this was ages ago, before I ever worked at Paradox. I just saw it was something they were after, and I did it. So I read out their script for them. I think someone else did as well. And I'm not sure they actually ended up doing anything with it, so it felt like a bit of a waste of everyone's time. Certainly wasn't paid for. Even so, no, I don't feel like doing voice acting. It's not the voicing that bothers me, it's the acting. I'm not a big fan of acting. Just wanna be me, not somebody else. Why would I want to be someone else? I'm great. Okay, there are certainly things here. I don't really understand or know what. But it should remain on the map for me at least. Lots of things going on here. Cool. Oh, and it shows the overall area of the Lofa Collective. That's cool and all. So what's all this dark region out here? Perhaps it's dark space. Right, well, like I said, I just want to go exploring for some asteroids right now, and I was not clever enough to make note of where we found the last very decent batch of them. There seems to be an opening in the industry for authentic Scottish voice now. They just go to the cheapest available Canadians they can find. Disgusting. Right, something unknown out there. Let's check it out. There's probably a risk in doing all this that we end up running into some pirates. But we have gun for that, and heck, we have shield as well. Although now I'm not so sure if our shield actually encapsulates the whole ship. Do we have a way of just seeing the ship area? Also, can we not get our lovely brown back? Wooden cross for faith. Faith plates, if you will. Yeah, is there a way to visualize the shielding that we have? I'm not seeing it, but you'd think there'd be a way. Ship is fueled by faith. Do you not see the engines? Yeah? No need for conventional fuel on this thing, but I would like to know, is that our shield? If so, it doesn't cover the ship anymore. Right, we have a bit of a redundancy problem. Maybe I could... Oh, hang on, if I build that, don't I need to be at a... Maybe not. I was thinking that this is something that has to be built in a special area. Let's see if we can just slam this on for the hell of it. Okay. So it can go pretty much anywhere. Why is the whole thing showing in blue now, though? I don't think I understand, but maybe I don't have to understand. Just a little bit of this on the front should help keep the whole thing safe. Because I do very much like having those shields. They kept me incredibly alive in the face of all those pirates. Oh, now I have this gaping hole in my ship, don't I? Maybe I could shove in more cargo. Ah, well, what luck! We found a place full of asteroids. Unfortunately, it also seems to be a normal area, so there's probably no really good asteroids to be had. Even so, I'm not happy at leaving that gaping hole in my ship, so maybe I'll just replace you with some sweet cargo. No, Christ. Eventually I'll get used to the UX in this game. Otherwise, how am I meant to make fun of other people who keep making the same mistakes on controls in their games? Right, when in doubt, just more cargo. Even if iron is heavy, it gets the job done, right? I want you out enough and tall enough. Oh, it went out too much. How do I just slip you in there? Actually, probably the best thing to do is just delete you, so that I can slide you down and up, and in we go. And then, for some reason, that's not a directional thruster I'm using, is it? It's an every directional thruster. Might be better just to use regular directional thruster, which for some reason isn't going the direction that I want it to. Fine, but it needs to be taller and slimmer. Then, how do I pan this thing around? Ah, there we go, the good old-fashioned arrow keys. This one I think is already directional, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, we're back where we need to be then. At a glance, I don't see any titanium. Do I want to glance further? No, not really. Given that this place is inhabited, they've probably mined out all the good stuff already. So let's continue looking around for some goodies. Unknown energy signature. We'll check it out. Trade your goods at a factory. Better prices than any trading post. Is that so? Also, some kind of exclamation mark over there. What could it mean? Perhaps this distillery has some kind of job for me. Well, maybe I should test my deceleration. Click here to assign orders to your automatic turrets. Click where? Oh, here. Attack targets, auto-fired, defensive. Be defensive. Alright, thank you. I didn't know I could do that, but now I do. Can I assign you orders? No. You're speaking to the automated interaction thingamajigger? Right. The only thing you have is liquor, and the only things you buy are cells, water, and wheat. None of which I have. Do I want your liquor? I mean, for all I know, this is going to sell for a good price, but I don't have a ton of cargo space, do I? Actually, does that take up that much cargo space? Liquor is expensive. Feels like an easy way for a fool to part with his money. So I might just let this opportunity pass me by. They won't buy my potatoes. The monsters. There was something else I swear I was wanting to check there. Bulletin board. They're short on water. Not a very good reward. I need someone with special skills. I won't work with anyone. Meet me in a safe location. Can determine whether you're worthy of large rewards that are in store for you. Ooh, large rewards. I like the sound of this, Izzy. Talk to me. Captain named Izzy is looking for help in shady endeavors. Meet them in system 430. We'll put a pin in that. However, right now I'm interested in this R mining job. Which Why is Tab bringing me here? Is Tab... Oh, God knows what Tab is. Point is, slam in on that. Test out your new mining lasers by getting a lot of titanium ore. Well, first I need to find that titanium ore, and I'm working on it. I get the feeling this game might be like a Frostpunk child, in that it's a bit of a slow burn. But I'm liking it. What if the trading system in this game turns into space patrician? I have read up that there is automation of such things, K-Tac. So it could well be. The perfect alpha gamma? No. I can't jump into a game I know nothing about and claim I'm going to perfect it. I can, however, find... This place looks weird and slightly intimidating. Also, what's with that strangely large and blocky asteroid? I will investigate further. Oh, there's a lot of debris here. Maybe our scavenging... You are debris, right? Yeah, maybe our scavenging laser can help out with this. First off, this large asteroid makes me ever so curious. I have heard that there are asteroids that you can directly mine out. It would stand to reason if it's one of these Xbox huge ones. I will never not be amused by the incredible size of the original Xbox. No? Nothing special with you? But you're huge. That means you have huge guts. Actually, it's very huge and not really taking any damage from my laser. Also, I realise now, I can't really thrust backwards, because I didn't put the thrusters in the front. That's fine though, we can turn on a relative dime. Okay, ever so curious about these bits of wreckage, so... If I get rid of my... Actually, I don't need to get rid of my miners, do I? I can just bring in my salvaging laser, which I only have one of, right? Chain gun... No, I have an even better salvaging laser, but not enough slots for civilian turrets. This turret limit is being a constant pain in my backside. What can be done about this? What if I go to this menu? Do I have anything that will specifically give me additional civilian turrets? That's arbitrary turrets. That's armed turrets. So what if we didn't have armed turrets? And instead had some kind of civilian turret thing. Unarmed... Okay, how about arbitrary turret slot? There, now will you let me have my efficient drilly thing? Yes, yes I can. And on top of that, I can... Don't know why there's a cross thing on you, but still. If the mining laser is on 2, we'll stick scavenging lasers on 3. And then turn that off and these on. And this should allow us to scavenge bits. What is that? Looks like some kind of dangerous black hole-like thing. Too dangerous, so we'll leave it be. Right, spot some wreckage and start taking it out. Oh, that's not wreckage, that's a lifter. You're wreckage. It literally told you to install more subsystems. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's just that I don't like having to keep switching out my guns. I wish I could just have them all up on the ship physically. And I'd rather the blocking point would be trying to activate them. Because at least that can be just done with hotkeys rather than entering menus, but I am open to the idea that there is good functionality for that. I'm just not familiar enough. So, this wreckage is free for me to take, right? Oh, what's this? You need a salvaging license for this sector. Is that so? Who's going to give me a salvaging license? Will you give me one? Buy a salvaging license for... Oh my. So let's go for 5 minutes of salvaging. Okay, thank you. You have a license for 5 minutes. Oh, cool. I feel like that Bengalese shipbreaker from that game we played. What was it called again? That was very nice of the game to warn me before it started penalizing me, though. Hello, this is giving reasonable returns on scrap titanium. You don't have more R mining scavenging lasers, do you? Dismantle turrets into goods. Sell your ship to the scrapyard. No, I don't think so. I rather think not. Also got somebody asking for help. Well, if they're still around once we're done with our wee bit of scavenging, we can help them out. Ah, scrap iron. Waste of time. We need the real scrap. Titanium. Tell you, this thing doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. I'm also having a hard time getting the perspective on this ship. It's okay though, once we redesign it with all the titanium we're going to end up with, it'll be fine. Ooh. A rare object detector. There's so much I don't know about these wee chip things that we put into our ships, but hopefully someday I'll understand more. This is oddly satisfying. Much more so than digging around in Minecraft. I think it's the noise and the visceral explosions and seeing numbers popping up. Numbers are fun. I can't believe it took Monster Hunter so long to realise. Hit it right in the core. This is cute and all, but I think asteroids have bigger yields from what I can tell so far. Then again, asteroids don't have those cool chips or credits. Typical subscription service here. You're gonna run out. Renew now. Save yourself some bother. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I know you've got my best interests in heart. Can't bisect this whole thing before my time is up. They're getting more aggressive, yelling at me to renew it now. A purifying mining laser of exceptional quality was found. Wow. Scavenging like this seems pretty great. Still 30 seconds. Goody goody. Also, what's that? Looks to be a part flying away with my name on it. Object finder of common credence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you kindly. Well now, was that really worth our time at all? Yeah, I would say. Huge amounts of scrap titanium filled up my stuff here. Question is, how can I deal with that? And also, let's see, how do we know that this is a scrapping area? It says scrapyard on it. Can I put a tag on it as if to say... I can tag it, but how do I add a note? Ah, nice notes here like, asteroids ahoy. So maybe I should put a note in it saying, cool, oh, without caps lock on, cool scrapping area. Need to buy a license. There is no S in the word license. Don't be fooled. Well, that was very cute, but now I need to turn all these goods into something that I can use. So we're going to head back here where we know we can refine. I wonder if I can set up some ships to automatically go and exploit this area. Oh, hang on, there were still asteroids, weren't there? But I don't know if those asteroids require permits. Also, I'm not seeing any asteroids that have resources in them. No siree. Well, that is cool. I think I prefer ripping my pieces off of somebody else's active equipment rather than just floating scrap. But nice to see that that was an option. So, where do we... Ooh, turret factory. Fighter factory. I'd rather build all of my things, but I don't know how much this game scales. As in, maybe I'll have 100 ships and it's unfeasible to custom build them all, but maybe you can copy-paste ships as well. Where do we refine our goods? One would imagine at the resource depot, right? Refine raw ores. Except I can't because... Or can I? Of course not, we have to be docked. Just refine the stuff from 13 kilometers away. This is an open TTD. Can't just build a connected bus depot next to this place. Were you playing Vicky 3 last night? Because if not, then imposter is among us. No, I was not playing Vicky 3 last night. The tractor beam betrayed me before. Doesn't seem to be having that problem now, though. So if we refine our raw ores, you take only 1%? Well, that's sweet. However, I can see why one wants a considerably larger amount of cargo capacity than I do have. But maybe that'll be enough to get the ball rolling. That is a hefty amount of titanium for where we are right now. I'm wondering if I can't just start massively expanding operations. Heavens knows, but I do want a considerably larger ship. I'm talking about 5 times the mass of this thing. Just to get a ballpark figure, what if I were to simply make a very large bit of blank hull something like... This isn't going large the way I want it to. 3,000... 12,000... I mean, this is kind of the size I'm looking at for the center part. I think we might be able to make something work with this. But maybe I should make a new ship in that regard. Yeah, that might be safer than tearing apart my existing one. Yep, permission to... Oh yeah, is there anything else that I can do for you? Bulletin board, perhaps? Nope. Resources? They have a lot of iron that's going relatively cheaply, but why would I ever... Why would I ever? Good question. I mean, I could sell iron, but right now I want it. Okay, I have something of an idea. We're going to build a secondary ship so that we're not throwing all of our eggs in one basket, so to speak. But how do I eject out of this thing and build another one? I thought I pressed T to eject my little... Oh, it's because that resource depot was my active target. If you don't have an active target, press T. Hey, out you come. Now, how the heck do I build myself a new thingamajigger? You can't edit your drone. Found a ship. Okay, let's found a ship. Okay. Okay. Our next ship. I'm going to pull from the Patreon name list for this one. I like to alternate between active chatters and Patreon name lists. And this one's going to be our ship, the Clubber Seal. Don't know what Alliance ship is, but it's probably no big deal. Also, the idea that we don't need to pay much in a founding fee is lovely. Every ship costs basic material, more ship. Ah, okay, so there's a check and a balance here. You get a certain amount of... Ooh, wow. Harvest crew. Acceleration is low. Acceleration surely doesn't exist. We're just a cube. A cube with nothing. But hey, that's why there's building mode. Can I just delete this thing? You can't delete the root block because you're in safe mode. Alright, can we get this thing to be a lot smaller so it's not in my way now? Right. No, I'm not going to be some Borg thing. But I would like to change you, or just... Is there... It says safe mode is on. Where do I get rid of safe mode? Alright, if we turn that off and just delete you, this will delete your ship. Okay, no, I'm not sure about that. What if I have this and then delete you? Okay, there. Then we have a new center point. Fair enough. In that case... Cheaply increase ship size with iron blank hull. No special functionality. Well, why don't we make the whole center part the cargo bay? That way we can keep it nice and central, and then defend it with everything else, because the last thing I want is my cargo bay to explode, and then everybody... Well, we lose all of our goodies, right? So... I want a fairly massive amount of cargo available here. Bothers me that it... Oh, now it's showing the potential cargo gains. How much cargo space did I want? I'm thinking lots, right? So if we just get ourselves a space train here, and delete you. This looks worryingly easy to create 40k ships. I think I'm going to end up buckling, says Pandy. I have seen some images of people just recreating, say, the Millennium Falcon or the Starship Enterprise, and I gotta say that's moderately appealing. Actually... Part of me thinks that a cargo hold of 910 isn't actually enough, considering we had a cargo hold of, what, 400 and it filled up in no time. Perhaps we need to go big or go home. So I'm going to do that, delete you, take this and just make it considerably taller. Where's my tall button? Oh god, that uses up a ton of our everything, but let's just go with that. We're going to be a big old cargo freighter for picking up the goods. Now that's just the center part. I want myself to have a crew quarter here as well. Well, actually what we also need is power generation, so if we go down to the old power generator, Is this going to create enough power? Oh well, it's going to cost far too much titanium. Holy smokes, maybe I've made this thing too big. Look at the amount of titanium I'm spending on this thing. Only with a friendly shipyard in this... What? Do you mean I don't have a friendly shipyard? Oh dear, oh dear. It looks like it generates a bit of energy for free though, but I could have sworn there was a shipyard around here. Oh well, I think we need to abandon this idea until we... oh crikey, what just happened there? Ship was destroyed. Hopefully I got the goods back. If I didn't, that'd be very sad. That looks like the ship's back. The goods back to me. Doesn't look very destroyed. There's still that cube flying around. Right, so in addition to everything else, I need to... Is that just going to stay there? I guess so. Right, we need a friendly shipyard. Apparently there isn't one here, but I thought there was. Distillery, da 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 da. Ah, indeed, no shipyard. Okay, that's a bummer. And I need to go back to one of these to get that shipyard. Where was that distress call, by the way? Yeah, screw it, let's go there instead. Gives me an opportunity to scout for places that have more asteroids as well. Don't worry, we will have our considerably larger ship. I shouldn't have mentioned these space nerdy shows. Now people are space nerding out. Add cargo crucifixes in every cardinal direction, Jake. Become a 3-dimensional projection of a 4-dimensional hypercross. I do want to bring in more religious symbolism on my ships. Oh, hello! I think my friend might not be getting any help anytime soon. Weird looking asteroid. What a big looking asteroid. What the heck is that? Just some weird container thing. I like this place. Let's put a pin in it. Nice asteroids. Nice and weird asteroids. We want to come back here. I still want to check out this big asteroid. I mean, look at the size of it. Again, I've been told that the big ones do something weird. Oh, but we know what that is. Surely that under attack by pirates person can wait. How big does an asteroid have to be before you can claim and sell it? Are you big enough? I think you have to get real close to it. That's what I was reading, at least. I don't seem to be able to do anything with you. You, on the other hand, you are goodies. But I think I still have my scavenging lasers on, don't I? Salvaging, that's the word. Off with the salvagers. On with the... purifying mining laser sounds pretty cool. Also, more efficient. But I'm under the impression that our salvaging is better. Or maybe you could salvage until you have... Do I have space for 2 of you? I do, good. No, that's an salvager. I think I only have 1 mining. Oh well, such is how it is. How much do we get out of asteroids? Hundreds, you say? I like hundreds, but I prefer thousands. Oh yeah, this game is pretty comfy. If you don't mind the kind of gameplay loop that you'll find in Stardew Valley or Rune Factory or Harvest Moon, then this is probably for you. But I think the payoff is even better in this game. No anime girls, but we all have to make sacrifices. Well, taking out an asteroid certainly seems faster on getting the ore than taking out the salvages, but key difference here being that salvaging It's right there, easy to get to. With here, I have to hunt the pieces down. If somebody's willing to produce an anime girl ship, then I will put you in. I really want to go and help that guy, but I see even more titanium, and I want titanium. Oh, whoa, slow down there, buddy. We're not looking to crash into the titanium market. Nice bit of range on this thing. Do worry that I'm gonna run out of space here, though. That cargo filling up in no time. Also, there was a gem inside there. What are gems? It's worth a lot, but you have to sell it first. It's not worth a lot. 400 credits. We've got 1,000 times that easily enough. Well, it wasn't easily enough, and it wasn't 1,000 times it, but we have gotten plenty of credits for blowing up a space station. Why are we not using our legendary mining turret? I think the yield is better if you use one of these R mining lasers. You know what? You pose a good question. Why don't we try it? Our exceptional purifying laser thing. You must place it on a block made of titanium or better. Alright, there you go. And then let's assign this one to key 3. So we turn you off, have you on. Yeah, the yield on titanium there is significantly smaller. So we don't want that. I hope that guy's still alive. Okay, they're there. So all we need to do is equip ourselves for war. We already have our shield and our power generation. We even have point defense in case they come and torpedo us. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Jump route calculator does all good and well, but screw the scanning thingamajigger. Arbitrary turret slot, and armed turret slot. Surely we want all of those. But isn't armed turret slot better than arbitrary turret slot? Maybe it's essentially one and the same? I don't know. Still, we have some decent gunnage here, I think. Decent enough. How I'm meant to know which of these are the ones that I want, I don't know. But this spy sprayer seems okay. Not enough crew members. Is that really my problem? Here's our crew. I thought I had 10 crew here. 4 of them are on mining. Oh, okay, I'm assuming they'll be auto-reassigned as soon as we come out of here. There we go. Well, they probably were. Yes, okay, so don't know why it gives me that warning. Let's hope this is enough DACA to take on whatever's out there. Haha, our fake distress call worked. You're as good as dead, maggot. How good as dead are we talking? 10 pirate ships. Torpedo incoming. That all sounds very bad. Point defense, do some bloody work. Uh-oh, lots of torpedoes incoming. Perhaps I should plot a course to get out of here. I appear to be out of power for some reason. Where'd all my power go? Okay, don't mind me. I just need to figure out what's going on here. I can't seem to open up my ship control thing, though. It's okay, we're getting some power back. And they're not doing that much damage to me, but there are too many of them, so this seems like a... Why are we not hyperspace jumping away here? Where's my... We don't seem to be turning whatsoever. That doesn't seem right. Perhaps some instructions here would help out, but I can't see anything. Okay, over now it's going. Okay, for some reason it wasn't turning anymore. Maybe I'd enabled some weird stuff. Alright, let's get out of here. I didn't come here to die. Whew, that was rough. Damn those distress calls. At least I know there are pirates there. Right, well, let's get back to cutting up those asteroids. Heavens knows I'm going to need them for repairs now. Then we'll get to a station and deal with all of that. Faking a rescue signal sounds like a great strategy. You discourage people from responding to them, so you get an easier time when attacking. Surely a war crime, but who's going to catch you out here? Yeah, that was a weird thing going on with the lack of turning. I think... I have no idea why I stopped turning there. It cost me a few turrets, though. And all these extra doodads I've put in is costing me on the power. Was your plan with those pirates to hope that they were torpedo? Well, I didn't think they'd be casting so many torpedoes, and I didn't think my point defense system would be so crummy. It didn't seem to do a very good job of shooting them down. But as soon as I saw that that wasn't going my way, I figured it was best to beat a hasty retreat. Alright, back in this weird and wonderful place. Let's get those buy sprayers and stuff off, and our sweet mining stuff back on. Well, our one sweet mining thing. Not the R salvager, the R miner. And how's our current cargo looking? Nice. We fill this up with titanium ore and we'll finally get done with this weird mining job thing. Now, eyes peeled for some titanium ore. My crew was paid. How dare they? I'm also interested in asteroids that can be sold. I've heard about it and now I want to see how you even identify such an asteroid. I think they're just very large. Well, there's certainly some larger than others around here, but nothing I would call very large. James, you would only dream about this stuff back when playing, say, Lilat Wars or Star Fox 64 for the Americans out there. Something to be said for grabbing scrap iron, but I think iron is so plentiful that I don't want to fill up my cargo hold with it. So what I think I will actually do is I will grab my purifying mining laser. Okay, never mind that. And I'll use the purifying mining laser for the iron. 3 for the iron, 2 for the titanium. Paid? I thought the people were people with freedom disability. No, we sadly do have to pay these people. Still don't know why I wasn't able to turn during that fight. I must have hit something. Come to me, nicely synthesized iron. Oh, this cuts through it a whole lot better. It's not a great yield on iron, though. I already feel the joys of the R laser. Well, in a way, it's reassuring to know that 10 pirates is a problem for me. I wouldn't want to just walk all over this game, right? Right, eyes peeled for delicious... Yes, that. Delicious titanium. Ain't the weekly one-shot, nothing stopping you chipping in. Surely the angry mods wouldn't come at you over this game. And yeah, I spot even more in the distance. I wonder how I was expected to find an R mining laser. I don't even remember how I found this. But it feels nice to have things like that you can just discover going around. The galaxy should be vast and full of wonders. I think that was the original Stellaris pitch. Does Stellaris feel vast and full of wonders? Feels full of memes. But I was never Stellaris' biggest fan. There was a bit of rage behind that IGN 6 out of 10 review, but I think it was on point. If Weapon Group 1 is your mining laser, why is it set to defensive? Weapon Group 1 is my point defense. That's why it's set to defensive. And I can't give orders to the mining lasers. The orange quality turret gives refined resources, the basic one gives ore. Yes, but the ore has better yield. I mean, let's break two different pits, shall we? We're at 2573. Now we're at 2816. If I change to the one that gives refined ore... Ta-ra! I think that was significantly lower. The station only takes about 1 or 2% of the yield for themselves, so I'd far rather get double out of this and then have to go and refine. The main downside is it's taking up my cargo capacity. Ooh, our mining job. Got enough to have it completed. I need to go to a station anyway to build a bigger and better ship. I believe the refining is 1-to-1, yes. So 1 bit of ore gives 1 bit of the metal itself. Well, this R mining laser is all good and well. I think the main downside is I only have 1 of them. Imagine this going triple speed. Delicious ore. Still not seeing an asteroid that I could sell. Surely with this, all of my titanium dreams can come true. I'm actually left wondering if all of my iron dreams can come true, though. I am going to build a different ship, and I'm going to see how it operates by having this as maybe like a backup shooting ship, because I have plenty of guns, and it's not very expensive to run this ship, so maybe I can form something of a fleet. In that case, what would I have this guy do? Orbit around me just using the guns? Hopefully it won't become a problem if there are very different speeds between them. Yeah, this game couldn't be much further from FTL. FTL is a game you're done and dusted very quickly with. Like 4 hours top for a session of FTL. This game it seems like 400 hours for a pop at it. And maybe that's a bit extravagant. Does this game even have an end point? I took it for granted that there'd be a clear finish to this run, but now I'm not so sure. The galaxy is vast. And I don't feel like there's a single goal that I'm working towards. Or even a hint of such a thing. Right, how my cargo is not completely full by now is beyond me. Your goal is to get to the center of the universe and find Avorion. Why is that our goal? Ah, there we go. Now we're out of space. So I switch to the other laser and then just grab the refined titanium. And we'll see if we can't jettison anything to make space for this. Like some scrap metal instead of titanium ore. Oh, wait, where did I find this steel? We like steel. I hate potatoes, but potatoes seem to be worth some actual money. I guess we're gonna have to let that titanium ore be for a bit. Now, I still do need a bit of iron, or rather a bit more iron. I see you there. Pirates are attacking the sector. Give me a number. Eject all your cargo, we'll spare you. Just kidding, you're as good as dead. Is that what you think? Well, I don't see any good reason to spare these people's lives. I didn't get a count on them, but what if we were to introduce our dual chain gun? Reliable double chain guns. And did I have space for another one? Of course I do. But wait, that isn't as good as my buy sprayer, is it? I am still a little damaged, but come now, there are only, what, 3 of them? 4 of them? 3 of the pirate. Oh, they're going for the merchant! And that merchant is rapidly dying. It would be a shame if I couldn't make it on time. Sorry, merchant, I did everything I could. Everything within my power to save you. But Jesus can only help those who truly help themselves. Maybe too far. What's that? You can remove blah blah blah, thank you. This was a mistake, we're out. No, you're not. You are die. Now give me the goods. Oh damn, I think the merchant is still alive. How's this, the first law of acquisition? I want that image of muscular Jesus breaking the arms of the cross. Because that's how I feel right now. Thank you for taking care of those pirates. We've transferred a reward to your account of 31,000 credits. Don't mind me. Also take myself some uncommon system. Oh man, only 31,000. Surely. Surely you could have ponied up a bit more than that. I don't know if that's due to lack of space or anything, but it's probably just scrap crap. Also appears to be scrap. Ooh, scrap titanium. There's always space for that. Even though it's only one of them. Yeah, the low pickup range is a bummer, but this is why there's modules for it, I'm sure. Right, so the grand temptation is to completely scrap this poor merchant man. After, of course, we've taken all of his little subby bits. Like a mining subsystem. My poor overloaded cargo bay. But if I scrap this guy, I'm not actually going to get the goods out of it, so why bother when we can just... What is this? A gun! A dual purifying salvaging laser. Don't mind me, I'll be taking that. Ugh, more titanium with my name on it. I want it all. Again, a damn shame to have to be doing this. Maybe I could use the quicker switch out thingamajigger. Right. Let's do this quickly. We're just going to use purifying lasers. Purifying mining laser aplenty. Which it doesn't like. Enough slots for civilian turrets. And I am slow at this stuff, so that's because we still have armed turret slot here, instead of probably using something like... Jings, you're expensive. 3 armed turret slots from his combat turret control subsystem. I don't know when or where I picked that up. Probably right now. Your ship in sector... is that here? Am I under attack now? Oh jeez! I don't want to deal with those. No thank you. Or do I? How many of them are there? What even are you? You're a raider rather than a pirate. Firepower of not that many Omicrons. Is this thing gonna burn through all of my gigawatts? Because if I have that thing on... I can have a lot of gun turrets and maybe just smash these guys to paste. Hang on, there's an auto-fire function? Ooh, now that's quite nice. Still feel like this is slower than just going and manually changing my guns out here. The music got a bit more serious and scary sounding though. There's my buy sprayer. There we go, get the old reliables out there. Do we have space for more? We do actually have space for even more. I wonder if this can just go and deal some hefty damage. Oh, my friend, my friend. Mistakes were made, but not by me. Well, not yet. Right, and for my last attack, I want to try this auto-fire thing. Not enough auto-turret slots. Ah, damn, auto is a different thing. Oh, fair enough. Right. You there. It's a very, very sad day. Mostly for me. I wanted to forgive. Well, there we go. Where's my reward for killing more pirates? You gain auto turret slots from permanently mounting the subs. Okay, I see, I see. Jings, all this mining stuff seems like small game. What I should be doing is killing pirates. They also drop nice rewards for me, as we can see here. Gimme, gimme. Credit, what is that? Not enough room in your torpedo storage. What if I had torpedo storage? Sounds like a vulnerable point for the ship, but... Titanium hull, glow. Torpedo storage. Stores torpedoes. If your shafts aren't enough. Right, okay then. In that case, let's try storing for these. I don't know how much space one reasonably needs to store torpedoes. Maybe I shouldn't burn through my beloved titanium like this. We can do it in iron. Is that leaving a little gap? I'm not sure it is. That's not a lot of torpedo storage space. It's also incorrectly placed. There you go. What kind of mission are we talking about here? Oh, I think he wanted me to get something. Oh, big enough for 4 subsystem blocks. That's probably what we achieved. And then he wants me to go and defeat some pirates. I reckon I could take on some pirates. I just did this so I could grab the loot, though. Give me that. Orca class. Okay, how about this? Still cargo. Probably just scrap, right? Oh, but what if it's not scrap? I feel really bad not having enough space for everything. What can I jettison? Nobody needs that scrap iron. Give me that scrap iron. Give me the torps. Okay. It's fine, but I gotta remember, the reason I'm here is to grab this bleeding iron stuff, so again, someone has to have come up with a way to quickly switch out your guns. Right, purify. Off you come. Off you come. I just need arbitrary turrets for this, or so I believe. Combat turret, armed turret. Permanent installation only, with range and asteroids. Don't know what that means, really. Your storage is full, Jake. Maybe time to go refine and sell. But grabbing just iron of its own, as long as I purify it, won't take up storage space. Unarmed turret slot. Surely that counts. Not enough crew for all of my... they'll fix that soon enough. There we go. Right. Could you just let me... Wait, what? I think I still have a proper weapon out there. Yeah, I equipped a double chain gun instead of my purifying laser. Okay, now just need a bit of iron here so I can make my monolithic faith ship. It's quite nice yields of hundreds of iron. I need some thousands of iron, but thankfully iron's cheap and cheerful and does the trick. I didn't get much of a warning on those pirates. They were just suddenly there. Beep, 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 you're under attack. That wasn't very nice of them. What drives all these people to piracy anyway? There's just socio-economic factors. The money. Well, I don't think I'm going to turn to piracy. I think we'll be a relatively good guy. Although we will probably murder lots of pirates. And if we arrive in the wake of pirates and whoever they've already destroyed is dead, well, the biggest crime would be letting those resources go to waste. You can be both a pirate and a good guy. There are many factions. Oh, so we could be pirates that attack just a certain kind of faction. Well, I've got no good reason to turn on my initial one. Slow down there, ship. Slow down. Perhaps there's a place where I could just buy some R mining drill things. The yield just looks like it's so much better with the R mining. And then again, cargo is needed, but we're about to build a giant cargo mining freighter anyway. We're going to turn our little Faith cruiser here into an escort gunner. Hopefully with that, it means we don't need to constantly switch our own guns, because we'll just be relying on this thing to do the killing for us. And hopefully it can just follow us, although I don't have any idea how fleet mechanics work in this game. We're going to find out. Which in a way makes it suck to watch this if you already know the game, or if you want to get a better grasp of the game, but unfortunately for you, I don't know the game. But in time I will. I didn't really know how to play OpenTTD when I jumped into that, but after 100 and something teen hours, I felt very confident with it. Still never managed to do any priority stations though. Oh no, the difference between a pirate and a privateer is that a privateer is sanctioned for it. Alright, that should be sufficient, and if it's not, it sucks to be me. I could always buy more if needed. Now, where are we going? Somewhere with a... Oh, it was better yields in this place anyway, so we should refine there, and then build up... Where... Was it a shipyard? In that case we can go to Majestic Flame 6, and then Majestic Flame 3, and we're good. And damn do I feel good. R mining is great on automated mining ships. Refining is part of their mining command. In that case, well, I still want to get a huge amount for myself. But yeah, you're right. Automating the mining process seems like a clever thing to do. Chemical factory is not what I'm after. Resource depot is what I'm after. Don't fancy a standard? We build turrets individually according to your specs. Ooh. Turret factory. Tell you what, we'll do a bit of refining and then I'll have a word with you. You might make something that I'm interested in, and I might be able to offload some of my excessive amount of turrets. What was that little... There was something in the log down there. How do I view the log? It wasn't mail. There was a message that popped up to the left. It said something 30 minutes. How do I see that? There's something here about log. Oh. They wanted you to deliver 21,000 titanium in 30 minutes. Well, that's good and well, but how do I check that message? Or do they just always go away after a wee while? Oh, there's our dock. Beam me in. Beam me in? Good, not betrayed by the tractor beam this time. Was it under missions? Surely it'd be a bulletin board thing. Wanted dead and not alive. Looking for a bounty hunter. Wanted for crimes against civilians. That pay is not very good. I'm here for your... Didn't I say I would smelt first? Why did I come in here? God knows what I meant to do with any of this stuff. So you can actually make these to specification. That's pretty cool. Custom blueprints. Prime double purifying salvage laser. Finds alloys into resources. Efficiency. Holy smokes, is that efficiency... Okay, I thought it was 75% efficiency. No, it's efficiency 16.8, whatever that means. And then you can use the parts for it. Interesting, but I have no idea which choice to make and all of that, which makes it a false choice. Turret factory supplier. This place has only 1% commission. Not that I think that's too big a deal, but never pay commission if you don't have to. Come on, tractor beam, help me out. Okay, no to tractor beaming then, even though I'm right next to the thing. Right, let us refine everything. I can't think of a good reason not to. Scrap, and ore. And look, that sure looks 1-to-1 to me, with only a 1% tax. They're not even taxing my... You must be... I look pretty freaking docked. Okay, there we go. I could buy extra iron if need be, but no thanks. We're just refining what we have. I don't know why this takes time. Maybe it's so that your automated stuff, there's a bit of a cost to doing so much. So, huzzah! Well done! I can see everything worked out fine. I'm happy to see you learned so quickly how to use the ore mining lasers. I'll give you 2 of mine! Ooh! And they're better than mine. Well, this guy's very generous. Thank you, Alvith. He's probably some kind of big bad if he's doing this much nice stuff for me. Which means we need to take on a new mission. And kill the pirates that killed us in the tutorial. I wouldn't mind killing, but first I'm going to build myself that ship. If you have, I wonder if you can have a ship follow you but do auto mining. That doesn't sound like a real thing. Probably not. I'm also curious about these new opportunities. 430, 175. 430, 175. Not far away, but I need to do the shipyard first. Oh, and there's that pirate raid. Well then, maybe we'll go and take out those pirates first, shall we? After we spruce up our ship. We could make the spruced up ship use some hefty guns first, and then switch it out for mining when we have our side ship take care of the gunning for us. You need to be in the designated lane with flashing lights. I need to keep my eyes open for that next time then. Generation, probably way down because I've used, no, I haven't got much there. I just clearly need a lot more power generation. Alright, probably coming up to about 20 minutes of figuring out how to build a ship, so if you need to go and make yourself some coffee or late breakfast, now might be the time. So, repair dock, fighter factory, casino! Change of plans. Resource shortage of... liquor. Should have bought the liquor. Well, I know where to buy the liquor, don't I? Except I've forgotten. Still, that's a pretty good price for it. Screw it, we're going boozing for these guys, but not before we see what they're all about. Wait, I can deliver liquor? I don't think I have the liquor. Beer, food, gems. Ooh, gems. Probably means I can sell them my gem. For that almost no money that it's worth. Oh, we must be docked. Well, we'll be docking back soon. Otherwise, there's more crew to have. I'm always being yelled at for lack of crew, so maybe I should buy some more crew. Let's just buy another 10 for the hell of it. Oh, you must be... So much must be docked. Right, where was that liquor again? I've actually managed to forget. I think it was over at Majestic Flame 6. So we're gonna go there and get the liquor. It seems like absolutely free money. And our cargo is full of space. Although, what's all this? Oh, jinx, scrap metal takes up a huge amount of space. It's not even worth anything. Pirates are attacking this sector. That sounds like not my problem, and yet it should... well, it should provide some free goodies for us, right? I wonder how good these mining drills are at taking out pirates. I think those guys are getting shredded. In fact, they are shredded. What a terrible pirate attack. Had 4 aces, it was a sure thing. Maybe the raids get bigger. I wonder if they get large to the point of endangering an entire system. Now that would be badass. Yeah, I'd imagine the defense systems are incredibly beefy in such places. Already established, friendly territory. Did the refinery turn out to be 1-to-1? I went away. Yes, it is. 1-to-1 minus the refining tax, which we have found to be 1 and 2% where we check them out. Now, where did I find that booze? Anybody remember? I think it would have been over in the resource depot, because that's where I would have checked, right? Can I at least see what you have? That doesn't look like it. And I'm not giving you 20,000 titanium, because I don't have it. Where was the liquor? That's not liquor. You then? Ah, crap. Where was the liquor? Wasn't the liquor at the refinery? Wasn't this where I did it? Sure don't see... Sure don't see it there. And this is definitely where I did my refining, right? Yeah, because I grabbed the asteroids there and I refined them here. Distillery? Paper factory, fighter factory, carbon extractor, turret factory, chemical factory. It was the distillery. Oh, I'm not seeing the distillery. Come on, Elf Eyes, help me out. Aha! Distillery. With all the liquor a man could need. Of course we have to be docked to get that, don't we? Oh, deliver liquor. Deliver to a station near this place. So do you just want me to sell liquor to anywhere? Or do you have a specific place that I need to go? I don't know, but let's do the boozing run, shall we? Glad to know I wasn't crazy. Oh, don't tell me you only have docks on that side. I wanted to dock here. Ah, you're a dock. Whee. You have to make a deposit which will be reimbursed. Sounds fine by me. But I also just need to buy your liquor. How much liquor? Because that's some hefty amounts. I should check my mission at that one. Oh, it's expected at a specific place? No. No, that's... They want that. Da-da-da-da-da. And they want that. Did they already give me the liquor? Ship menu, cargo... Hey, they gave me the liquor. I could just go and pass that over to the other guys, but no. We will buy the liquor. It was 25 of it. I don't see a good reason not to buy 50, so we have extra liquor to sell. Why don't we just buy all the liquor and sell it to the other guy? Surely they have a desire for it. I don't want to sink all my money on booze, but we'll pick up 50 of it. And now we need to sell the liquor there. Oh, but we also need to sell it there? No, that's new opportunities. Wait, that's where I need to deliver liquor to? That's miles away. I don't like the sound of that. Also, I only have 18 minutes to do so. I'd rather get the closer one done in 25 minutes, so that's the one that's going on. So let's go over there. Goodbye deposit, that's no big deal. We just have to make sure we don't accidentally sell all that booze. Power is coming back too slowly. Let's declaw our ship and take out these subsystems. All this juggling of guns and subsystems, there must be an easier way to handle all this. I don't think 25 barrels of booze is going to crash any market here. Right, who wanted the booze again? I'd be lying if I said I remembered. The casino, but I also wanted to play in the casino. Alright, I'll get your liquor. You have to dock, okay. Hopefully they don't get mad at you for not docking within the minutes. Fast can you go towards them and still be safe with the tractor beaming? Oh, nice and fast, excellent. Here's your booze. Thank you. Now, what if I were to also sell you some booze? They buy it for that, but how much did I buy it for? 1746. Apparently I paid more, so this is not profitable. Average credit, or maybe that's the average across the place. It doesn't seem to keep track of how much you paid for it. I don't think I paid that much. Okay, tell you what then, I will sell you an additional 25 units of liquor. And now the 22 that I still have are for this mission. We need to go over here for, which seems ridiculous, but we'll go for it anyway. But I want to play at the casino. Oh wait, they have another resource shortage of liquor. Yeah, this seems like an easy way to make dosh. Couldn't I should have taken that before I sold them my other 25 liquor. What a mistake to make. I just threw 20,000 away. Well, such is how it goes sometimes. Would have been smart to take that mission and do a bit of a triangle trade here, but let's just keep moving. Into the unknown. Come on, about an hour ago I was intending on building my bigger trade ship. Yeah, we'll get there. Good to do a few jobs and explore some new areas. Never know, I might find myself a good asteroid field to take note of for my automated trading mining empire later on. Jack's got the hiccups here. Get a drink. Thank God our ship is powered by faith. I wonder why they chose not to put in any kind of fuel dynamics here. Probably because I thought it wouldn't add much to the loop if you just had to stop and refuel periodically. Does sound like it would be a bother, but it still nags away at me a bit that just by praying hard enough we can jump from system to system. Bit of a loading time here, so I'm assuming there's something around here, friend or foe, I don't know. I'm gonna wish I had more power on my ship, I'm sure. Oh, hello? Making note of this one, aren't we? Do we see anything instantly sellable, claimable, or whateverable? Don't know. I have no idea what makes them claimable, other than size, but nothing jumps out at me as being particularly huge here. One, two, three jumps, and we're there. And I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest the place I'm going to is safe, considering it's somewhere they want to deliver liquor to. Hopefully just another casino. Although I'm quite a big fan of going to casinos, I never booze up at a casino. It just seems like a recipe for disaster. Some places even offer you free drinks just to try and keep you there and loosen your inhibitions on making poor choices, but won't be falling for it. But in terms of getting free food and drink, me and a buddy of mine, my housemate at the time even, we went out to the casino for a good fun evening. And this particular casino, every time you played, regardless of if you won or lost, you'd rack up points with the casino. And those points could be exchanged for free bets, but nah, that's the chumps game right there. What you could actually get out of it was free food and drink. So we played enough that we were both able to get a free steak dinner on the casino's coin. On top of that, we both came out winning big time. And that surprised me because my friend got dealt 2 kings once against, I think the dealer had a 7 or something. And he split them and got a 20 and an 18 and won. Despite me explaining to him, never split your kings. And he still occasionally brings that up. He'll wave a finger at me and say, never split your kings, Jake. Well, fair play. Nothing in life is free. No, this was pretty damn free. In fact, they kind of paid us. He was right to split the king. He was... Okay, fair enough. He was right because he won, but he was dead wrong. Stations with an exclamation mark have a mission for you on their bulletin board. So that's what the exclamation mark was. Where am I delivering to, by the way? The recipient is a silicon mine. Nobles, coal, lead, nobles. Trading post, silicon mine. Silicon mine S Agesh. I've got your booze, and it's not really worth any money to anybody, but at least I got to explore new areas. Smokes this thing's far away. Right, I understand that. Now don't show it again. Engine is using up all of your energy. How am I using more energy than I produce? Maybe that was just because I was super thrusting. The inertia block is a huge energy sink. Still don't really understand how this thing works. This is the battery and this is the surplus, but then... Ah, I see. Surplus is like the battery, isn't it? So imagine it's accumulator versus your steam turbines. I'm being yelled at. I am right at the customer. Tractor beaming in as you speak. Here you go, sir. Here's your liquor. Thank you. We returned your deposit and transferred the reward. Huzzah. Okay, you got anything good for me? Doesn't seem that great. Although the booze burning run seems to be pretty great. This isn't what I'm here for. I am here to build myself a... Ooh, is that titanium? I hope you don't mind me. I'm just gonna realize I don't have any guns equipped. A lot of them have exclamation marks with my name on them. No, getting too distracted, but I do kind of want to carve this thing up because it's right here. Well, don't mind me. We have our exceptionally efficient purifying laser. Oh yeah, right, we have no subsystem things in. The limits are so high. Arbitrary turret slots, gib. Arbitrary turret slots, give. Just about came up with a new word there, slurret. Yeah, we'll just go with purifying. I don't want to bother with refining these ones. I want to get to building my new ship ASAP. Actually, is there a ship thing here? There is not a shipyard here, so I probably have to go back. Maybe even to starting zone. Try out the auto mining system. Do I need a fleet for that? Because I am interested in auto mining. My grand plan right now is to make a relatively beefy cargo ship, then go and grab a whole bunch of resources, and then build myself an auto mining fleet, which I imagine would be 1 or 2 miners with an escort. And then off the back of that, make myself a half-decent ship that goes around and kills everybody. I might refit the so-called cargo ship that I'll be having for that, because I do need cargo to grab all the... Or I need cargo space to grab the remains of all the people I'm going to kill. It's a damn shame we can't have bio remains to harvest. But I'm under the impression this game is quite moddable, so maybe there is a way to add a more human element to the harvesting. Oh, we're going with the cross design for sure. Just you wait, we're about to go and build, although it's difficult to resist. How much titanium? We got 1.2k titanium out of that. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to check what the bulletin boards are around here. Deliver vegetables. I've lost my friend. Not for 50,000, you haven't. Seems like a lot of being the Planet Express. You want silver and you've also lost a friend. You want coal and drills. And finally you. Silver and drills. Yeah, well, sod that. We are... There's still a... No, don't get distracted. Let's go and build that freaking ship that we want. A nice, big, beefy ship. It's a game of endless distractions. Thank God I can play this when I'm streaming. Imagine, let's say I was still working at Paradox, and then I'd just be brutalizing all of my free time for this game. Mining ships need a mining subsystem to know what asteroids to mine, otherwise it's terribly inefficient. Well, good thing I have a mining subsystem. Permanent installation only, displays resources, blah 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 blah. So yes, that I assume is going to go into our automated mining ship. But we're not automating yet. First things first, a nice ship for us. Then that night shift gets us the resources to make a fleet. Wouldn't be working there for long. I don't think my penchant for gaming ever truly got in the way of my... There was one summer where I kinda had a lot of work to do, and there was some game, I forget which game, but it kinda demolished that summer. And it wasn't Patrician 4. Patrician 4 is very pre-Paradox. I got into Petition 4, I think, when I was still in university? I don't think I got obsessed with the game in university, though. I was just like, ooh, cool trading game. I wasn't quite must perfect everything at that point. Do mining captains and mining subsystems stack? I haven't looked into captains. I'm going to guess it's a similar system to, dare I say, patrician. Wasn't the perfect Hansa during Paradox? Yeah, I'm saying during university times, and Paradox certainly wasn't university times. I know I've got a bit of a baby face, but university was a fair few years ago now. Shit, this is really burning through the power to jump away. Hopefully I don't get attacked here, else I'm a sitting duck. Well, yeah, old man Jake can barely remember university. That was maths and physics, Borg are us. And you know how useful that's been later on in life? Not at all. Well, no, that's not entirely true. I did lie in a job interview once, based on my university time, and got the job for it. That's gotta count, right? And no, that wasn't Paradox. That was another pre-Paradox time. Mining operation factions central regions are usually devoid of resources. No man's space has a lot of them. It's an invitation to go out to the unknown if you want to get the big goods. Don't really know how mining operations work, but I'm sure we will eventually. Right. Where is shipyard? Or maybe you don't need to be at the shipyard. Maybe you can just operate even if it's not next to you. Let's try that, shall we? So, you don't have permission to... No, I don't want to enter that craft. Do I want to build a new one? I do. That's the whole point. So out we come, and it's time to maybe put a bit of distance on that other ship when we build this one. This tiny wee thing. What does this... Can this tiny wee thing even hold anything? It's got a couple of crummy mining turrets and not a whole lot. Oh, we can set priority. Cool, but I don't see us doing that right now. Point is, I'm here to find myself a new ship. And this time we will have our blubber seal ship. Ta-da, the Borg cube is here. Now. First things first, a giant cargo hold. Seems sensible. Giant is giant. How big do you need him? It's going to use up most of my iron on cargo space, but I do want a lot of cargo space. Maybe we can thin you down a bit, just for the heck of it. And then we're getting rid of you, so this is a new center point. Then safe mode can go back on, so I don't accidentally destroy the ship. Now, do we get to see how many subsystem spaces it has based on this? Storable, generator required, roll, pitch, velocity... No. Well, I'm sure it can't be that important. 2.35k seems reasonable enough for a cargo hold, and yet at the same time... No, I can't really go that much bigger. The bar up top shows your subsystem. Ah, okay, so we already get 5 just for that. Sweet, we only had 3 on the previous one. In that case, we're going to want some energy generation. So titanium generator. I mean, there's no way we can have that. Hang on, these things have a cost in building as well, and these generators do not come cheap. Right, well, let's start by making it as small as possible. And I assume these things just scale up with size rather nicely. So how about we slam in a generator like so, and like so, and then it's generating 7 gigawatts. That doesn't sound bad at all. Okay, swell. Now. We're going to need a field generator. I wonder if I could just... Now we love the field generator, it keeps us very alive. So maybe just like a reasonable plate of it here. Perhaps a long enough and perhaps slightly taller plate of it. That might even be a bit too far flung, huh? Alright, you just stand there and protect the whole ship, shall you? I wish this was visualized a bit better. Also, not quite in the right place there, are you? Slam you so. Oh, crumbs, just get rid of both. Having grave difficulty centering this, but there you go. That seems fine. And I'm going to assume that if it's blue, it's already covered in the defensive stuff. So great, that should be plenty defensive. Required energy is about 1/4 gigawatts, that's nice. Now. Titanium engines, are those going to be better than iron engines? You'd assume so. But why would I stray? Why would I stray from the light? I think I need to bulk this thing up a bit more before I consider putting on the engine, so I'm actually going to take that away for a bit. That should be a more finishing touch. Crew quarters around here? I assume crew quarters get more efficient the larger you make them. Oh, well, that's off by 1 chain. So what's with these little tiny bits? You either bisect or you have a missing part. They need to be fatter or thinner and closer. I'll say thinner and closer. Yeah, Jake, try mirror mode. Mirror mode. Merge, modify, rotate, mirror. Mirror the x-axis. Does that mean if I get rid of you and put you in, you're going to go on both sides? No. Well, because it's not ticked on. Ah, ooh, would you look at that? Hey, that could be quite handy. How much crew space does that give me? 49. Might not be enough. Probably won't be enough. In that case, we shall elongate. There we go, that should be plenty of crew space. 113. Still want this to come out a bit more though. But perhaps I want armor on the side here. Could we iron armor you up? Don't worry, this is going to take a while. I can already feel it. It's just not quite big enough, is it? And that is too big. What's up with that? If I make it a bit smaller, then it doesn't quite go there. Why? Why you gotta do this to me? Otherwise it's just clearly a bit too long. Does that mean I can make you a bit bigger then? Ah, it's a cruelty. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to live with a little gap there. Now, I want my crucifix here and here. But that, in a sense, means that you come out too much, doesn't it? So we won't have armor there. We should have something else. What else is needed on this blessed ship? Flight recorder? Dock? Scaffolding? Directional thruster, inertia dampening. With this block on your ship, when it gets destroyed, its destruction location is marked. Okay, then I don't think I want that. I don't plan on dying. Speeds up production of factories. Torpedo storage. Maybe I should store torpedoes right next to the people. That seems quite expensive. Maybe I should just make something that's fairly light. Scaffolding or just blank hull? Blank hull is still... Ooh, smart hull. Contributes towards processing power. Cheaply increase ship size and processing power. Now that's what I'm looking for. So if we bring you out here and hopefully make you about the same size as this other stuff. I think you're a little bit too tall now, aren't you? Oh god, now what? Alright, so that just fattens you up for no particularly good reason. Maybe we could run with a bit of that. Clunk, clunk. Hello, I think I know about processing power. It says not enough processing power. Use non-functional blocks. What do you mean not enough? We're actively using this stuff? I thought this stuff increases it. If you reach the maximum limit of processing power in your ship, you can still add non-functional blocks. Building knowledge of nanite requires da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So I can't do that. Interesting. Alright, well, screw the smart hull then. I guess we're just using blank hull. Nothing saying it all has to be functional, as long as it keeps the faith. Okay, and then I want my thrusters on here, of course. We don't need them that big, surely. Actually, ooh. I wonder if it's... I wonder if there's a problem with making them bigger. Doesn't seem to change the required energy. Oh, right, no, it does change them. Why not use cargoes instead of blank hulls? That's a spiffing point. Also, they're off by one, aren't they? Oh, it doesn't like that. Yeah, good point. I don't see any good reason not to use cargo in that case. The size thing here is so slightly irksome, but that's okay. I will probably want armor on the side of these things as well. Oh crikey, it uses a lot of processing power to have cargo as well. Okay, well there's our reason not to use cargo. It eats up all that processing power. Alright then. We will probably just have to get rid of you then. Surely armor doesn't need processing. The lengths I go to for faith. Alright, sure looks like it could be fatter in a bunch of ways, but let's get those engines going. Now, what size does one need these multiple engines to be? You'd think just wee shorties like that should be fine. That has used a whole lot of iron, and I haven't even given myself deceleration or pitch or any of that stuff. I think we can get to it though, if we simply put in some directional thrusters. Got Austin iron, isn't it? Oh, you're the wrong way around. Let's rotate. What is that meant to be? Is that going the right way round? Is that even how one is meant to use them? That doesn't look right at all, does it? Small thrusters have no impact. Larger size is more force. Yeah, but something seems very wrong about this. Well, more wrong than normal. Those don't look like a thrust whatsoever. Why are they just got those black smouldering bits? Or maybe they are going to thrust out of there. In that case, could I put one on the front? I ended up capped on iron so much faster than I thought I'd be. And this is where I probably do not want to be mirror moded. Oh goodness, why is that just so slightly off? Okay, there we go. It would be more efficient to use long rectangular engines than individual square ones. Yeah, but then it wouldn't have this design to it. And the rule of cool reigns supreme here. Hyperspace jump energy. Okay, so this thing needs a lot more energy than I can store to hyperspace jump? You don't have enough engineers, that's fine. Yaw rotation speed is bad. Don't really know what that means. So it's probably no big deal. Plus, it says that yaw is good. Oh wait, it says 0 rads. Probably means I need thrusters on the side here. I'm running out of power. Well, actually I have titanium. It's one thing I do have. That's still not a lot of radians per second. Okay, so do I need a battery or something to help with this? Torpedo launcher, torpedo storage. I do want both of those things, truth be told. I like being able to nick torpedoes off my pals. That should probably be made of titanium, given how low I am on iron of all things. I can just put blocks on this, however. Surely nothing's stopping me taking care of that. So if we turn off this mirror mode, make you considerably shorter and taller and fatter. I could have this designated place right here for my torpedoes. Can you be a bit fatter? There we go. Your ship has a center of mass. Adding up and down thrusters at the front of a gyro will help with rotation. Sure. You probably mean something like put this over here, which makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? Interesting how this is made, actually. As in, it seems pretty well made. More so than I was banking on. Always forget the buttons for this. There we go. So if I put you, say, over here, and over here, surely that will help with it. Hey, the yaw went up. That's good, I assume. But I still don't have enough hyperspace jump energy. What does this mean? How do I use this? It feels like that's telling me that I need to store more gigawatts. But I don't see anything like a battery here. Titanium energy container is your battery. Ah, titanium energy container. That's probably my battery. In that case, I wonder if I can do titanium armor. I might actually need that, how this is going. Which is to say, eating up my... Holy smokes, I need a lot of this. Hyperspace jump energy of 115 gigawatts is insane. Oh, right, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Storable energy. This gives way more than I need. I don't need that much, not by a long shot. But maybe having a fair amount of energy couldn't hurt. Plus it gives me a place to mount some guns. Alright, I still feel like this could be better in certain ways. Mostly by having a bit of armor. So if I put on a little bit of titanium armor across the board, surely that'll help. Oh, too big. That titanium armor is not looking right, but whatever. I wonder if it matters where you put the armor. Surely I don't want my crew dying, so it might be a good idea to armor up this part in general. I mean, faith can go a long way for defending us, but maybe this can go a good bit further. It still says hyperspace jump energy is too high, even though we can store more than that. Perhaps I just need a bigger battery. Put batteries on front of the crosses. I feel like it would look better that way. You mean on the front along here? I would make them sitting ducks for being attacked. I have a funny feeling that I would want them protected by armor. I feel like they're just asking to be shot. Also, they're off by one. Some parts of this building is just... So many things are off by one, it's infuriating. Okay, that one... Oh, no, see, it's down by too much. So what do? Do I shorten you and then move you up a bit? See, then you're clipping out at the top by a little bit. Maybe just generally shorten you a bit more. I think it's because I put that tiny little thruster bit at the top. That'll have to do, though. Okay, nothing is yelling at me in red, at least, apart from these things. I wonder if it just means that I should have made all of my thruster bits a bit longer, because it's mostly complaining about that terrible acceleration, deceleration. The reason your jump energy is red is it wants you to at least double your jump energy needs in storage. Well, we've taken care of that now, but I still think that these thrusters could be better. Generation can't keep up to make for the lack of storage, but the generated energy is about 3 times the required energy. I think it's fine. And besides, if it needs to be made better, we can make it better. I do, however, still want to armor this up a bit. Having my energy containers exposed like this doesn't seem like a good idea, especially on the front where I'm probably going to be shot at, right? Right. So let's just slim you down and armor you up right there. I've seen marginally worse. And when we... The way I see it, this thing can be grown as needs arise. We can make the engine bits here fatter and come out more. And this bit can and should be elongated to make space for more storage and stuff. as and when we have better building knowledge. How and when I get that, I don't really know, though. Can you save a template? We absolutely can save this. And we should. Do we give it a name? I don't know. Oh, these... looks like some pre-builds are here. Tch, rubbish. Yeah, not having any of that. Oh, hey! This looks significantly less rubbish. What a cool wee ship. Right, away all that goes. It's time to activate the faith plates. So what I would say if we had our guns on this thing already. I forget, what's this gun going to be doing? It's going to be mining, and we're going to set the other guy to be our escort while we mine. So, what I need to do is make sure that this thing has all the subs... Ooh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subsystem places. And the energy it requires probably won't bother me so much. Would be nice to give it permanent armed turret slots, but this is a miner, so... A brown spaceship isn't very Christian. Make it gold and white, the colours of the papacy. You're right, our old one is brown. This one could be improved, couldn't it? Gold. Is there a way to just select everything and make it gold? This may remove turrets. Oh, you can scale the ship! Wait, what? I don't really know what I'm looking at here, but I don't like it. Go away. Select all blocks with the current color. Oh, no, but I want to select... Right, pipette tool then. That was not what I wanted. Pick color from selected block. That. Huh? Oh, right, no, we have to do that. Pick that color. And then select all of those. And then make them gold. And apply. Okay, but that's just gold. Where does the white come in? Floral white. Floral white, floral white. Where? Well, that doesn't look very white at all, does it? Looks kind of grayish. Dar antique white? You and me have different ideas of white, game. It's all the same shade of grey. Yeah, Snow White. Do you turn any other color? Yeah, you do, so... Yeah, all the whites look kind of exactly the same to me. Your ship might be in the shadow. Alright, so we're just going to go with white and assume that it's going to be okay. Eternal Snow White. On you, and... maybe you? I don't like the lack of stripiness on this. Can I undo that action? Oh sweet, it undoes colouring as well. Not too shabby. Alright, there we go. Make sure this one is saved. Can we save over? Save over the clever seal. There we go. Alright, it took a bit. Oh, and we're not done yet, are we? We need to activate the guns. And the guns need modules. Arbitrary turret slots +1, yes. Unarmed turret slots +1, yes. Anything that allows us more of the other turrets. What's this? Permanent installation with recharge rate. Well, that sounds pretty good. Oh, you're right, I completely forgot the integrity shield. I took it off thinking, oh, I'll put this back on later. Integrity. Cover the whole ship. At least for now. No, I think it needs to be a bit taller. No, that still doesn't. Even that doesn't. We're not safe on the bottom part. Although who's ever going to shoot us in the bottom part? I think part of the problem is my mirroring is still on, so it's intersecting with itself. Multiple generators around the ship covered easier. How about just one at the back that's relatively tall to handle all this part? Tall but flat. Needs to be fat enough to handle all of this. Then it becomes very redundant coming at the front. Ooh. Underbelly of it then? Actually, the underbelly looks to be one of the best places to put it. Although it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Hopefully it can integrify itself. Does that cover the whole ship? Oh, it covers almost the whole ship, actually. To that extent, why don't I just take the whole thing and move it forward a bit? Ah, that'll do. We just kindly ask nobody to shoot the underbelly of our ship. And that doesn't seem to impact on a lot of this stuff too badly. Although all our deceleration, acceleration looks a bit grim. Like, that is some very slow acceleration. Engineers should take care of that. And... oh, it took us out of here. But at least we can see our ship. Nice. I want it to be a lot longer, but that'll come in time. Now, for these modules. When it comes to putting turrets on, we can have 4 mining turrets. That's nice and all, but I'd still like more. Do we want the permanent installation? Not so sure about that one. It's one ugly bee. Hey, let's not incur God's wrath here. A script injector. Can hack containers. Haven't even come across anything like that. Object detector. Interesting objects in the sector get highlighted. That sounds useful in a way. What if I find some sweet treasure? I want to be a treasure hunter. And then... armed loot collection range. You know, doing that by 90 meters doesn't seem all that great, although at least it's cheap. Acceleration going up also sounds useful, given how painfully slow we are at that, but I like the loot collection. It's just a petty one, which is pretty crummy. Maybe I'll keep a spare one around. Alright, now what happens when we actually try to add some guns onto this thing? Well, not guns, but mining turrets, of course. We want to have our efficient mining laser. Do I have another efficient mining laser? Wow, I'm good. And then we want to be able to salvage, right? So should we keep our salvage laser around? I'll note that that's good for salvaging. And that still gives us another one for mining. Where's my super rare one? Oh, it's on my other ship, isn't it? Ah, I wonder how I trade things between ships. In fact, I wonder how I go from ship to ship. Let's come out of this and try and see how ships work together. So, T to enter this ship, and then I can build menu on it. Okay, now this one is no longer a mining ship, this is my escort. So it's going to just have... Oh yeah, I can take off these arbitrary gun things and just give it combat turret, combat turret. Although it would be nice to give it this combat turret one, it's pretty beefy. Uses a lot of power. Auto turret slots +3. Tempting. But I think I'll keep that for when my cargo one eventually turns into a killing ship. Maybe I'll give you recharge rate while we're at it. You do have space for another one, though. You already accelerate better than my main ship, so that should do you just fine. And now for the guns. You have space for 3 armed guns, so you already have point defense. We're going to give you the flawless dual chain gun. And then the reliable double chain gun. They seem to be just fine. Okay. Acceleration is low. Right, well I'm going to go and get some engineers once we're done here. But right now you need some mining guns on you. You have the double miners. You have the scavenger laser. And we want you to have the... Oh, but these aren't R mining. No, those are R mining. R mining, R mining. And don't I have another R mining? I do. I do. There we go. Lots of R mining plus scavenging if needed. Or salvaging, rather. I can switch out for more salvaging if the need arises. Or switch out my R mining for purifying, again, if needed. Okay, makes sense to me. Although... we're salvaging. Okay, well, we can make do with that. Now, I need crew for you. Desperately need crew for you. But I also need to figure out how to tell my other... Wait, object detection? Whoa! What did that do? Well, let's not worry about it. Where do we get people? And how do I get you to follow me? Orders. I want you to escort me. Is it going to do that, or does it need a captain? Give Demon all the DACA while he still needs it. Well, I kind of gave him a fair bit of DACA. True enough, I could give him more DACA, but... yeah, sure enough, why use the half measures? We can give him the Ultra DACA. Although he barely generates enough. Yeah, he's going to be very slow in the power generation, isn't he? In that case, I will take that out and give him more power generation like that. And upgrade his DACA a bit, because he has 2 more slots for it. So with that, we can give him... Give him... Dual chain gun. And the buy sprayer. There we go. Surely that's fine. Make sure that you have the order to escort me. And now we need to go and find ourselves some crew. Crew would be at the shipyard, right? There's one shipyard. And why don't I just take all of your crew? Well, I need to dock, of course. All guns on one block means if that block gets shot off, you lose all guns. Interesting. I didn't know that. And it is following me. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That was a very hassle-free assignment of order there. I seem to recall the X3 menuing being a bit of a pain in terms of giving out commands. Well, recalling from Alpha Gamma's streams. Are my guns even on? I don't think they are. But maybe it's just because I have nobody to operate them, so they can't shoot. You receive an emergency signal from an unknown source. Emergency call, life-threatening situation. search and rescue, pirate raid, search and rescue. Listen, I'm busy. I'm busy on ecumenical matters. Can't help you guys with everything. Ship is having a bit of a hard time right now. I can't even boost. Oh, there's our boost. Your brake thrust is poor. Build more thrusters or dampeners, or build your ship out of a lighter material such as titanium. Actually, my max speed is pathetically low at 75 meters per second. I hope that's just because I lack crew. Otherwise, I need to upgrade my thrusters already. 75 meters per second is absurdly slow. I should have built this next to this shipyard. I didn't think I'd have this problem. Yeah, flip ship and burn. That's another way to slow down. Potentially a whole lot better way. It's your crew. Your max speed is 400. Okay, sweet. Oh, we just got it very slowly. Oh, cripes. So if we had crew, they would have noticed that, and we wouldn't have just rammed into that asteroid. Do not bother with such petty details. Yeah, although we're in space, it feels like I'm swimming through molasses. Which, interestingly enough, if you're strong enough, it would be faster to swim through molasses than water. But life doesn't work like that. Come on, we're halfway there. Cargo freighter will be slower and less agile than a speedboat. Pretty much what you've swapped to. I don't think that's inherently true. Isn't a larger, bigger, heavier ship, at least on water, generally faster than a smaller one? On. Need to smite this station. Give out blessings to all the crew that will join us. I wonder if it'll be enough crew. Did it say how much crew I need for this thing? That's probably under ship menu crew. No captain. Let's auto-assign whatever we get. 7, 4, and 4. Oh, hey, it did assign 4. Oh, right, of course I had crew. It's just they're working on keeping this thing functional. I wonder if they do auto repairs then over time. The hull of that massive space station that I was destroying was auto repairing, so that would explain how earlier on, even though I took some hits, I later found I had 0 damage. Just slowly thrusting our way forward. Need to make my way towards a docking point rather than the center of mass. Don't worry, all these lessons will take forward to the next ships that we build. I do like the double crucifix now, although I feel like more could be built around it. Dock's got our name on it. Hopefully we're slow enough to tractor beam our way in, rather than have to worry about our severe lack of deceleration. Ah, sweet. They'll be looking at this going, good God, what have you built? Okay, right. I am here too. Why did I come here? Crew. I need crew. You don't sell captains, do you? Security, pilots, mechanics, engineers, and regular crew members. Eager all-rounders can do anything. Surely I should have specific things. Like if I get 4 engineers and miners, pilots, security. Oh, we don't have specific miners, but I can grab a bunch of you. Oh, this is current crew. Wait, it says I have 4 mechanics with 0 engineers. I don't know what to make of this, so let's grab ourselves 4 mechanic... more? Ourselves 7 mechanics and 4 engineers, so we actually have specialized individuals. And then a bunch of... nobodies. Oh, right, this must be the captain. A tier 2 daredevil. That's expensive, and that's a hefty salary, which I think I pay every 3 hours. Let's just hire these scrubs instead. And is there anything else we can do or care to do here? Repair dog. Re-repair, I don't like the sound of that. Build a ship. Okay, looks like pre-builds. Forget pre-builds, not worth my time. And they're short on aluminium. Hey, I have aluminium. No, I don't. I have titanium. Where does one find aluminium? Must be a trade good. Investigate missing freighters again. I think I'll pass on that one. I don't want to destroy another one of those. Right, let's actually test the capabilities of our new supposed mining ship here. It can get up to a staggering speed of 400 meters per second, right? More than that. What's this? Brake thrust is low. Not my problem. Curious how fast this bad boy can go. Faster than expected. Okay, right. There was a sweet place with loads of asteroids. Let's go and grab some asteroids. Whilst my escort escorts me. So, if anything, I'm hoping to get attacked by pirates so that I can see how my escorting ship can perform. You cannot set your ship to mine without a captain, right? Could you give a quick recap on what this game is about? It's Minecraft, but you mine ores to build spaceships. And those spaceships fly around a vast galaxy. Vast galaxy. This is one square that we're in. This is the whole galaxy. Generally doing outer spacey things. There are pirates to kill, there's trade things to do, mining operations to establish, economies to grease the wheels of. And probably aliens. I hope we're still being followed by that escort of ours. How well do they keep up? Where's my other ship? Hey, look who's made it. 150 omicrons of power. That's what I like to see. Heavens knows how you'd create a perfect Hansa, but I doubt I could do it as quickly as I can do it in Patrician. Oh snap, I'm low on power here. Maybe power generation is worse than I thought. Look how slowly that's growing. 2, 3, 4... Why is it so slow? I thought I had tons of power generation. Look at that. 7.5 gigawatts. Oh, well, I do have a much larger battery. Brake thrust is low. How do I dismiss this? Well, not by shooting at it, it seems. Have you seen a local start yet, or is it all dark space? A local start. It'll always be there unless you fix the problem. I don't want to do dampeners, they seem expensive. Besides, how is that not a great solution to the thrust problem? It does slow us down very slowly though, jings. Maybe it'd be better on the front side of the crosses, at least then I'd have twice as much of it. Kinda crazy the amount of energy that burns. A W watt is a joule per second. It'll take like 2 minutes to fill. Well, that's fine if I'm busy in a sector carving things up, but if I have a lot of jumping to do, I can see how that's a problem. Perhaps I need even more power generation than I thought. It's okay though, I wasn't expecting to make the perfect ship from the get-go. I am, however, hoping that my cargo... Oh, cargo, right. How do I nick the cargo from my other ship? Interact, transfer, give me all your... Oh, you don't have any cargo. No, I'm too far away. Wait, fighters? Oh, are you telling me that we can have hangars inside our ships that house little fighters? Because I am willing to believe that. That'd be so cool. That'd be like gratuitous space battles. Another pretty cool game. Unfortunately, the sequel was abandoned. James, this chunker takes a fair bit to turn around. Oh, the left window is my ship. Hey, that makes a lot more sense. The thing indicating which is which, but yeah, it makes more sense that I take this crap. Mere sunshine, I don't know how close you have to be. Surely within 1 kilometer is fine. No. Okay. Can't exactly tractor beam over to you. There we go. So all that stuff is barely a dent in my makeup. Yeah, crikey. If this thing ever comes under attack, it's a sitting duck. But good thing we have this agile and capable fighter to escort us. And it seems if you ever hang around too long in a system, bad things are going to happen to you. There we go, I carve them up real nice. Ah, we're doing a mistake here though. We're actually firing... Yes, I know it can be auto-paid. Is it being auto-paid? Probably. We actually don't want the... What's the scavenger thing? The salvaging laser. We don't actually want that one on, do we? So let's have that one disabled. Because it was probably doing damage without giving me any of these ores. And I want these ores. And those ores are... I would say barely making a dent in the cargo, but that's a lot of ore. Pirates showing up and delivering extra loot, really that bad a thing? If my little escort can't handle it, then yes, I think it would be a very bad thing. I don't know how well the AI ship is going to protect me. And this very cumbersome ship. Okay, starting to see the downside of not having much dampening happening. Good thing there's a hefty amount of range on this. Almost. Your sensors have picked up a short burst of subspace signals. I hope my other ship moves out of my way. Come on, sunshine. We're gonna hit. Move. Oh, fine, I'll move. I'll just give you a little bump there. Little love tap. Yeah, fast isn't really what this ship does. Feels like it might be better just to have this as an escort for a smaller, more agile mining ship that can dump the goods into you. Yeah, I think I might be onto something with that idea. Clever. Maybe even very clever. Resources. If God hadn't wanted your ships crashing into each other, he wouldn't have given you shield generator. And the shield generator is amazingly good. I am very surprised. Oh, I've just noticed there's this little indication of how much cargo space is being used up. How did I not see that before? Okay, fortunately we can strafe and win. He says, strafing too far here. Alright, so the way I see it, using smaller, more agile mining ship might be for the better, and yet it needs to have enough space to be able to have all these mining guns, so maybe I just need to design these to be more agile. Don't know. I wonder if I can make this thing turn faster. Perhaps I just need to make it longer so there's more space on the sides to have those sidey, thrusty bits. But that can be done. You know, I was planning on making it larger, I just ran out of resources for it. Specifically, I ran out of iron. And we're working on that right now. Come to me. More strange signals and they're getting stronger. Am I going to be attacked by aliens? Hopefully my 120 Omicron of damage output will be enough. With all my guns packed tightly together so they can be shot off in one go. Alright, not too bad. 12,000 iron ore. Is that my total iron ore? No, grad 22,000. Not too shabby, but correct me if I'm incorrect. Didn't I go into making my ship with 100,000 iron ore? I might be wrong about that one, but it feels like I had something like that. I'll go to this direct. Oh, hello, titanium. But damn it, I need iron too. I need everything. Dedicated cargo only ship in the fleet with, oh, small group of alien ships. How small and how bad is this for me? Where are they? Hello? Not seeing any Omicron and relations are neutral. I don't think they'll attack me. I wasn't attacked by alien ships before. And if they do attack me, well, I wouldn't mind harvesting their alien resources, provided that I win. If I don't win, well, that's bad. Come on, down we go. And of course, I'll be having you. Whoa, 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 why have they turned hostile on us? I hope my escort can make it. If he does, I'll have some salvaging to do. I don't know how to check how my escort is doing, but I'll trust he's doing fine. You know, in the end, mining lasers do damage. Surely I can go and assist if the need arises. And if nothing else, I should be there to grab any remains. Oh, crikey. They seem awfully hostile now, my friend. Is this your doing? Well, it'll take them a while to get here, so I might as well continue to mine out the... Oh, crikey. You really think this is a good idea? We don't know how strong they are. And I'm very, very slow. Warp out while you can, you will not win. That sounds like advice and a half. Alright, I will take it though. It seems like a foolhardy endeavor. Well, maybe it is. We don't know how strong they are. What makes you think I won't win? Look at that thing. It's got 16 omicrons of firepower. We don't know about the other ones, but... But what happened to one of them? What happened to that one? What happened to them all? Did they warp out? I'm guessing they warped out. Wonder why they turned hostile, though. Yeah, they saw the size of me and ran. Look at those pathetic stats on their ships. Kind of a shame. I could have done with their resources, probably. Still the same ship as yesterday, or was there a death since yesterday? No, we still have the ship. The ship that we were using before is now our escort, and this is our more cargo-oriented freighter, which is unfortunately extremely heavy and slow and difficult to maneuver. So I definitely should have, could have, would have made it better. I think it just generally needs more thrusters, more power, more everything. But we can get that more everything with these resources, I'm sure. So we're getting them. Let's not accidentally carve up my own ship, shall we? Pirates are attacking. Well now, time for my escort to do its job. While I do my job, which is getting us resources. It's heavy and slow because you have very thin thrusters. See, I thought they were pretty bulky, but... Sure enough, I can make them bigger when I have more iron. Or I could even make them out of titanium, if I'm feeling expensive. That Minecraft style picking up noise is quite satisfying. Right, what are we looking at here? Those aren't asteroids, those are pirates. Tiny little crummy pirates. I'm sure my escort will make light work of them. So I will continue on my job of trying desperately to find resources. Come on out, resources. No, not that. You needed a sharp eye to find these resources, don't you? We don't really have a current mission. I suppose I could choose one. I did actually want to take on the old pirates. In fact, that's what we will do next. But I wanted to set up a automated mining operation. Well, looking forward to whatever these pirates have to bring me. Come on, escort. Escort me. Don't spare their lives, kill them! Jeez, what is your problem, man? Who could have had that? Seems to be just letting them go. That's not right. Okay, that's a bit more like it. Let me just hoover this thing up and I'm gonna go and grab whatever's left there with my scavenger ring. Now I wonder if your escort ships end up picking up supplies or not. Okay, wreckage first. Turn off the... oh, I don't have them set to a hotkey. Sadly, those get removed every time. So there we go. Only scavenging on. Now let's go scavenge. It's one of those problems where you can't actually go the way you're looking at. You're going to be orbiting. Well, I'm going to be orbiting. I need to make a better ship. Yeah, lack of maneuverability is hurting. I need to figure out how to make it considerably more maneuverable. Mayday under attack. Well, maybe I can help you out there, Sunshine. I've been known to slay a pirate or two. And rip their ship asunder. Slow down there, Sunshine. Can you shoot that? Oh, nice. Hopefully I'm not tearing apart my own ship with this. Why not build or modify your ship? Well, part of the problem is that I need a lot more power generation, and making power generators requires you to be at a space station. The other problem is lack of resources, but we have been picking up some sweet iron ore, so I'll have a lot more iron to play with. I'm going to stock up on a little bit more, and hopefully hopefully check where that wreckage was. Object detection. Hold on, I have my own autopilot? It doesn't seem to be what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be go to this location. Where's that wreckage from the other pirate ship? Just showing me lots of asteroids, not the wreckage. And I don't remember where it was. Well, shame on me. That's a hefty big one, but probably still not big enough to be selling. That, on the other hand, is what I'm after. Placing a thin downwards thruster along the wall of the cross would be more effective. Still thin, but we have twice the block size. Well, don't we have that? Unless you mean along those other sides. But yeah, this whole thing just needs a lot more engine, a lot more thruster, and a lot more power to keep it all going. But we should be able to afford all that. If this thing was just a whole lot more maneuverable, it would be easier to stomach. There's an autopilot. Fly to location. Ooh, that sounds good. It's so slow, it just can't stop. Who would have thought those tiny little thrusters on the front aren't enough to correct? Actually, I'm surprised that that's not enough to correct. Maybe I should just get some dampeners and load up on power for them. Because I don't have a lot of space for forward facing thrusters. Put a load of armor on the front so you can stop by crashing into stuff. Right, so let's say I have enough and I want to play around with it, and we say go there. Can I tell you to How do I autopilot over to there? I don't have my F to give myself instructions anymore. Where's autopilot? Ah, autopilot. I can't autopilot to just go to a destination? In the world map, select your ship on the right, then warp to destination. Clubber seal, yes. And then... did that do it? Select you. Says it needs a captain, but surely we don't need to worry about that. How do I tell it to just go there? Press N, that's a tactical map. Oh, okay. Oh, this would have been handy earlier. Maybe I can even see the wreckage in this map. This is handy. Alright, where was that wreckage? Perhaps it's despawned already. Also, there seems to be a limit on how much you can rotate this. It's a shame. Thank you very much for this hotkey. It will never despawn. Still though, I'm not seeing it. Unless there's a way to search for it. Valuable object detected. What? Tell me more. Where's this valuable object? Where is valuable object? Please game, where is valuable object? You are the valuable object. That can't be right. If the detector isn't permanently installed, it won't tell you where it is. Ah. Perhaps I could permanently install it then. That's you, right? Highlight range, duration, automatic notification. I like all these things. Can only be removed without destroying them when in an equipment dock. I'm sure that's okay. Alright, now where is it? Valuable object detected. But where? Where? I want my valuable objects. Oh no, I think I just saw something on that. You, what's that? There's a stash of sorts. Okay, how do I tell myself to go there? Clubber seal, fly to there. Clubber seal, fly there? You can do that? This is marginally confusing. I want you to fly there. And I think you're flying there. Oh, I can even just tell you to go and mine asteroids. Interesting. But I don't think that took you to where I wanted you to go. I want you to go here. How do I tell you to go there? I can only say to escort, I can't say to fly to it. Did that do it? No, that didn't. Help me out, guys. I can't figure this one out. Escort it. Yeah, I'm trying to escort it, and then I'm not sure if it's even going there. Well, is it? Ah, now it is. There we go. Okay, so we do have to escort. I assumed it wasn't moving earlier because it said 0 kilometers, but it is going there. Sweet. It's trying, it's just not good at flying. It will be someday. Wasn't there another valuable object? It did ping up saying valuable object twice. How do you control the ship? I mean, which keys and mouse movements? Just WASD? But we have rolling and going up and down with Q, E, X, Z, and probably some other buttons that I've forgotten about. So, what's the story with these things? What are you? A container cache. Well, hopefully it's just full of goodies for me, and also hopefully it doesn't count as stolen goods. 0 kilometers is your distance from object. You are 0 kilometers away from your own ship. I think my ship is afraid of going any faster towards the secret stash because it knows it can't slow down in time. Once we get this stash, we're going to go and upgrade our ship for a wee bit, so it can have some better speed, maneuverability, power generation, and hopefully just make it longer. I actually wanted this ship to be a lot longer than it is, so I just ran out of materials for it. And also, dare I say, it needs yet more cargo space, but I can't enlarge its cargo space because we have this problem with processing power. I don't have the knowledge to make a bigger processing power thing, so I need to figure out how to get that knowledge as well. It's okay though, I can build out the front bit cheaper just to give myself some space. Thicker thrusters, size is force. I understand, I think. Okay, ship, this is going awfully slowly now. I know you're worried about how slowly you come to a halt, but enough of this. Couldn't you speed up, rotate the big thrusters, face towards the destination, then speed down? I certainly can. Right, so what's your story? Open it up, and... Alarm system. Response forces will arrive soon. Well, that blows. How about I just tear you apart? Nothing but scrap iron. There we go. What are we dealing with here? Outlaws? More like outclassed. So much for all the goodies in there. Although we do know that there are other nice valuable objects, right? I swear it said 2 valuable objects before. Oh no, it says nothing found. Alright, escort, go and do your job. Whilst I very slowly come in tow. Oh well, that bandit's down and out. That's an asteroid, probably hiding another pirate. Yeah, the Omicrons on these guys, insufficient. Come on, dude. There are more to kill, you know. Oh, he knows. It spawns gold or items when opened. Salvaging gives nothing. Well, that certainly gave me a whole lot of nothing. Don't let them run. Go for the kill. Can't prophesize if we don't give them a good example. And we're here to make an example. I really like this though. I really like it in games where you can have AI assistants like this, or just generally someone fighting alongside you. I always think it's a good feeling. That does require them to be somewhat competent. But as long as the AI is at least as good as the enemy AI, that's usually alright. Thank you, please. Once again, I've lost sight of the other wreckage. What are you doing, Sunshine? I'm surprised how our ship is just so durable. I know it's got those budget shield things, but... No resurrection for you. Get out. Makes for a pretty nice wee fighter. Where's the other one? There you are. It's a huge mass of iron. I'm alright making huge masses, that's for sure. Engage the Daka. You cannot pick up the things because... Oh man, why can't we steal stolen iron? Be a reasonable game, or stolen goods in general. Tearing apart their ship, A-okay. Taking back those goods, which surely no one's going to realize where they're from. Somehow bad. A ship in your sector is calling for help. Mayday, mayday, engines failing, we're under attack. Help us, please. They said in my sector. Does that mean they're in here right now? Oh, crikey. Well, you heard them. Let's go and save the day. We are heroes after all. Also, that's bothering me. Can I, like, get rid of this? Probably not. Does that mean it's better to come over here, click there, and say... escort? Hello. Is there anything interesting happening? Where the heck are they? Ah, there we go. Oh, they are so dead, but at least they're a merchant. Their merchanty goods will be good for us. Kinda hoping the merchant would die, but he's holding against those attacks pretty alright. I can't maneuver this huge block of iron to save my life. And where's my escort ship? Actually, where's my escort ship? There you are. Okay. I think. Having a hard time keeping track of you. Ah, yeah, there you are. Well, come on now. Let's attack. Can't wait to make this more maneuverable. Did the merchant buy it? Oh, the merchant bought it, I think. Escort friend. Oh, there you are. Escort me. I'm having a hard time getting shot at here. Not much I can do against it because I cannot maneuver to save my life. Go, mining lasers, help me. That or ramming speed. And don't hurt my soft underbelly. Okay, well, at least my escort's coming along to help me at long last. Perhaps I need multiple escorts. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, that's it. I'm getting out of here once I collect this loot because this thing is too unwieldy. I need to make a better spaceship. Since it's only the second spaceship I've made, I don't feel too bad about it being such complete arse. But we need to take the opportunity to learn how to make better ones. Right, I'm sick of seeing that message. Away it goes. Never made any sense the first time I saw it, still not making sense now. It's okay, we can very slowly make our way around and barely have the range to Daka. Ah, but barely range is still range. Actually, that looked like a pretty sick maneuver on my part. You can build stone that has high individual hit points, and just build a giant stone spike in the center of your ship. It shouldn't be destroyed if you ram people. I'd like to think we can fight a little bit smarter than just giving ramming orders. Dare we finally leave? I know I just said I would, but look at all that space for more goods. Nah, we should get back, get refining, and get space shipping. I'll eat the extra 1% cost of going back to here since it has a spaceship port rather. Let's go. I think it needs more than a slight maneuverability tweak. My worry is that since we don't know how to make higher what's the word? Processing power ships, that I'm really going to be limited in that regard, because a lot of things eat up a ton of processing power, power generation, and the thrusters. Maybe there's a place to buy that kind of information? Oh, bombs are out of power already. Its max speed is awful. Yeah, I know. But I don't know how to improve my processing power issue. Where do we see the limit on processing power anyway? Because there's a limit on how much we can build. I think it was over here. Building knowledge for now night required to build ships with processing power for 6 sockets or more. So, don't know what to do about that. Maybe I just need to build multiple ships, which are more reserved. Then their individual problems won't be so bad. The block in front of your engine is just plain hull. Convert that to a directional thruster with Alt. Oh, wow, I just burnt my energy for nothing there. Yeah, there's a lot of plain hull around that, mostly because that wasn't going to increase, I think, processing power. Better tech from newer resource. Oh, so I have to go into the danger zone, I suppose. I like the idea of building a fleet. Small, fast, shooty. Can't believe the original ship is an absolute monster in combat. How expensive was it? I think it was pretty cheap. Where is my friendly ship? There you are. I suppose I did add quite a bit of titanium stuff inside it, but it's just a lean one. Oh, pirate raid. Mission update pirate raid. What could it mean? Pirates are hopefully still there. Captains are expensive. You'll need one for each ship for attack all enemies command. Yeah, but surely escort me is fine. Maybe it's not. Also, I think switching ships destroyed my order to go here. Calculating. Captains might be expensive up front, but it also seems like they're demanding quite a bit of constant payment off of me as well. Or will be, at least. This is so cool. It'll be cooler once I understand better how to make good ships, but I don't want to abandon my glowing cross design here. Not for the main ship, at least. And I do intend for this to be the main ship. If it's just more maneuverable, everything's going to be a lot more palatable to me. I could put sideward thrusters all along the cross here, but surely sideward thrusters would be better along the long part here. Given the center of mass, it would be better for turning it. And the same could probably be said for putting up and downward thrusters at the long end of this. All in all, though, it's just going to require more and more processing power, which I really don't have. The hurdle I don't know how to get over. Well, I need Now-a-Night, but where is Now-a-Night? Do we have energy to spare? Not really. Look at how much it's costing us just to jump from area to area. We have to wait ages to charge it up. Oh, you think thrusters at the front? I hadn't considered that. Even after all these years, I can't fly a spaceship properly. I feel you. Right. Where's our space station? Hey, maybe you can help with that. That's you, right? Shipyard. And can I tell my ship to just go there? Blubber seal, dock there. Ooh, wow. Automatic docking. Sweet, that gives me an opportunity to go and grab some water. I'll be right back. There we go, much better. I got no qualms going a while without food when streaming, but the ultimate gamer fuel is water. I wouldn't be caught dead doing streams without it. Do we count as docked here? Post an equipment dock, da-da-da-da-da, remove subsystems that are permanently installed. Good to know. I don't really want to uninstall that though. I know it's blind because I haven't played this game before. Putting that up there hopefully reduces people's expectations in seeing a highly competent playthrough of this game. Are we close enough? There we go. Why am I here again? I can't remember. Because I only need to be in the same place to do the modifications, so... First off, no repairs needed. Second off, no bulletins. God, no. Well, someone did want medical supplies earlier, but I'm not sure it's worth spending my money on things that I don't know if they're going to be useful. Wait, I need to smelt my goods. What the heck am I doing here? This was not where I needed to go. What I needed was you. Right, that's the one. So I tell Clubber Seal to dock there instead. Now go for it. Check if Demon needs repairs after fighting all those pirates. Surely he just automatically repairs as time goes along, right? How do I quickly check on you anyway? There you are. That looks like some not quite maxed hull, doesn't it? So maybe I should enter the ship. How do I check your ship stats for hull and that? Oh wait, no, your hull is at 100%. It didn't look 100% earlier, but oh well. I think ships have auto repair. It looks like they slowly repair over time if you have crew for it, and if you don't have crew for it, they slowly take damage over time. Don't know if that means they completely break or not. Some people were saying this game looks ugly. I don't know what kind of standards they're holding it to. I think it looks rather pretty. Certainly quite blocky, but that's the nature of the game. You're meant to be breaking things apart. Medicine? No, only prayer can save them. It's like our faith hospitals and Frostpunk all over again. So great that those can be staffed by children. Marcus, I do have a bit of an itch for Caesar 3. What I don't have are good maps to play. There hasn't been anything submitted on the Caesar 3 Haven in terms of fresh, new, user-made maps in quite some time that aren't Augustus maps or just generally not very interesting looking. Come on, make your way in there. Smelt these goods, and then we're going to upgrade this ship. And if you have advice on upgrading it, I'm all ears, because clearly this is not my forte. I thought I'd made a particularly good ship. That looked like a lot of power at the backside, and it looked like a hefty amount of thrusters up, down, side to side on what I assumed were the right places, but no. This was anything but. While we're at it, what do you have to tell me? Dead, not alive, for not a lot of money. I do want to go around and do quite a bit of killing, which is true. I want to refine all my ores. That's a hefty amount of ore. Yeah, I'm not into Augustus. I like Julius, not so much Augustus. Augustus changes too much. Which is great for people that enjoy it, but not so much me. Come on, come on. Needs more religious iconography. I don't know how we can make the weird curvy fish thing with the tools that we have. Alright, there we go. 24 odd seconds of that. I assume that goes on even when we close. Okay, good. So we can ignore that. Although you get it all at once, it seems. Also, ooh, it's only 1% tax. Maybe that depends on your standing, because I swear it was 2% earlier. That didn't update my Oh, crikey. You can pick them up in 41716. Wait, what? I want my ores. Oh, right, we have to take them. Right, right. Ah, I suppose that means you can deposit them and then go off and do your jobs while they smelt them and then come back and pick them up. Ah. And they just kindly hold on to them for a while. Well, that's nice. Right, let's get building, because this ship, it's got the cargo space, but it does not have the maneuverability, and we need a whole lot more maneuverability. Remove the thin directional thrusters. Turn the blank hull on the cross into directional thrusters. With the block type setting, holding Alt will convert. Turn these things into directional thrusters. I didn't think directional thrusters would work better if they were thicker in that regard. But maybe they do. So if I Alt change you... Yeah, I'm already out of processing power. I don't really know what to do about that. What is eating up all my processing power? I also suspect I need considerably longer thrusters here, but yeah, that processing power is a pain. What can I do about that? Maybe I have to abandon my big chunky idea with this for a while? The ginormous cargo hold. I mean, you don't like my huge cargo hold? If I destroy it, I'm probably going to lose all my cargo again, which I'm not a big fan of, so maybe I should transfer my cargo over to my escort first. Where are you? There we go, demon. I need to transfer all my cargo to you. Not that I have a lot. Oh my god, too far away. I wonder if there's a mod to increase the ranges of this to stop you having to go up and nuzzle whatever you want to interact with. Well, if that's the case, I should interact with you, since you're considerably easier to move around. And no more autopiloting. Fat finger the screenshot while we're at it. What was it again? 200 meters? Transfer cargo, I'll take all of that. And then go over to you. And what was I just doing? Oh yeah, I was in the build menu. I wanted to do that just in case I ejected all my cargo accidentally. I'm gonna miss this giant cargo hold. But I suppose it has to go. Can't delete it. It's the root of the whole thing. What if I turned off safe mode and deleted it? Well, that didn't save me that much processing power as far as I can tell. Scale the ship down instead of removing the giant cargo hold. Ooh, yeah, there is a scale button, isn't there? There was this. Modify entire ship to be... I don't know, 75%? Okay, that seems to give me more to work with. And then... Can I take these thrusters and modify them? That just changes what it is. I need to probably delete the thing and then replace it with a larger one. Although maybe it'll run better anyway, since now it's considerably smaller, so less bulk to move. I wonder if I could just slam that in here. Ooh, why does that not look right? Probably a scaling issue. But we just delete and replace. Delete and replace. Is the fact that it has all these tiny little gaps going to be a problem? Or is that just an aesthetic thing? Look in the titanium blocks for the processing power or the ore above. What? Look in the titanium blocks for processing power, or the ore above. Or the ore above? I don't know what you're saying there, Emperor. Look in the titanium blocks for the processing power. Or the ore... You've lost me. What are you even trying to say? Right, this doesn't seem to be eating up too much processing power and hopefully giving me plenty of thrusting power. Neonite would be the ore above. Yeah, but I don't have access to neonite at all. I don't even have building knowledge of it. Or are you saying something like using titanium is cheaper on the processing power? Does it show processing power change on this? It shows it there, plus 22 processing power, or plus 20. Okay, so it seems to be the same if I use either of them. Okay. One thing's for sure, we need to generate more energy on this thing. We're underbelly here, but clearly we need a lot more. Looks like I just add it on the front here, since we know we need it so badly. And I do want to elongate this thing. Well, everything increases processing power, but you need certain technology to be able to build ships of that much processing power, and that's where I'm at a stone wall because I haven't unlocked such tech. Alright, so we just bring you out with more power generation. Maybe even a lot more power generation. Jings, this is expensive, but might be good. Trinium has computer core, adds much more processing. Yeah, well, I don't have that. Not by a long shot. Alright, that seems considerably better for the power generation, and yet I want even more. Quick power generation just seems really good in general. And you no longer cover my entire ship. I might just take you and elongate you. Be a bit flatter, perhaps. It needs to be as well, quite a bit longer. Really, that's all that's needed, I think. Seems to cover it all. But still clearly has problems with deceleration, yaw, and pitch. So what can be done about that? Maybe these things are too small and flat, need to be done away with. Same with the ones on the top. And then instead we put hefty ones on you. So we would use... Actually, couldn't I just put a giant thruster here that can handle all directions? That might work. Rather than having to worry about all of them, we simply have you there. Hey, that probably works better. Given the center of gravity, that should be able to flip the thing around quite a bit faster and easier. How about max? Max velocity still doesn't seem that great. Perhaps I should have even bigger thrusters. How about that? I already made them bigger. How much more big do we want to go? There's also the question of cargo bay size. That got a hell of a hit. Kind of leaving me to want even more of it right here. Considering this is what you're meant to be doing, carrying cargo for me. Having a wimpy cargo hold just seems all sorts of wrong. How about this? Wait, is this a titanium one? I think that was titanium, but we have titanium. Surely it's okay. No. Bad thought. Make it out of iron. Hang on, is that armor? That is armor. Armor should probably be on the outside. I'm not sure if that clipped or not. Certainly did. Okay, after you fix the thrust issue, you would scale it back up. Oh, you're probably saying that I'm making it too big now? Possibly. Okay, now you don't extend out far enough. I don't think we'll be bringing it out much further than that for now, so let's be gone with you, and this is hard to visualize, for me at least. Alright, that seems to cover everything. I like how the muzzle of the ship, I mean the fore of it, is venting gases into space. Apparently its roll just got hurt pretty badly. Why is that? Heavens knows. Make the central bit of the ship extend back a bit, so it looks like a cross from the top as well. Yeah. I think I need to go for a bit of function over form right now. Wondering about these. Should they be bigger? Let's see what we can do with slightly bigger. Maybe out like... Yeah, that seems a fair bit bigger. What's it complaining about now? Rake thrust has become too low. Perhaps I can just slam in a dampener and fix everything. Although it's just getting larger now, isn't it? It's okay. Proportionally, we're becoming more thruster. There we go, that's a decent acceleration. Well, more decent at least. Now I think I just want a bit more armor on this poor thing and we'll be good to go. Titanium armor. It still claims that deceleration blows, and it's not wrong. So where can I shove in a dampener? It's the dampener thing again. Internal dampener. Creates artificial subspace, da 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 da. High energy consumption reduces drifting. I don't know where one should really place such a thing. Well, I'm just going to shove it underneath and hope that it does the job. Hey, now that for some actual deceleration. I would say still not good enough. I want to have you wider. Perhaps a bit longer, flatter. Okay, a bit of armor and this thing should be okay. God knows how that roll is going to hurt. The upper thruster on one of the crosses is weirdly positioned. Upper thruster on one of them is weirdly positioned. Might be you. You might be clipping into your friend there. I wish I could do some kind of cut and paste rather than having to delete everything, and maybe there is a way, because it means I have to keep reshaping blocks. Maybe there is some kind of copy thing. I just want to take this object, copy it, and paste it. Undo, rotate, modify, view, grid, select block. Yeah, well, I'm selecting this block. Well, if anybody knows of such a tool, I'd love to hear it. Middle mouse, and then... Oh, you can really just Control-C. Wow. And then you have to hold down Control. Why is it so huge? Yeah, man, that thing is suddenly long when I put it there. And now it looks kind of weird. Not sure that's doing what I want it to do at all. Losing it here. And that's too long. But we're almost there, right? I just need it there and not to be quite so long. And then it's still off somehow. What is this? Can't I just grab you, Control-C you, and then... That seems legit. Or at least more legitimate. Right. It has plenty of power generation. And it should be able to hyperspace jump in just a few seconds with that kind of excess generation. Main downside now? Far... Excuse me. Maybe not far less, but certainly less of a cargo hold. I wonder if I could just slam in more cargo space anyway. I do like cargo space. I also ditched a lot of armor, which I would quite like back. So let's see if we can't just put in a cheeky little bit of aluminium armor. Titanium armor, rather. Just needs to cover this thing nicely. It's about as thin as I can make it, but I think armor is particularly heavy. So this might come with a significant downside. Well, it hurt my roll, that's for sure. Excuse me. Maybe I could armor you up as well? Well, armor's giving a lot of hull points, but things aren't damaging us that much anyway. Maybe I should armor up the underside as well. Overlaps too much with another block. Yeah, I can see that. Well, maybe I'll just armor up this part. There we go, they'll never get through that. And then I can put my guns on here. Hopefully the armor doesn't just break off. You'd think that it wouldn't. The yaw hurts, but I'm sure it's fine. Gyro thingy for the roll maneuver. Oh, I did put a gyro on it. This is my... Wait, that's my... Not my gyro. Gyro helps with turning ship. So yeah, maybe I can gyro... If anything, gyro would go under this armor, right? Gyro needs a lot of gigawatts. Yikes. You're becoming much more modestly sized then. Just to sneak your way in there. I still want to armor over that, I think. Oh, we can put the ship's name on it. Oh, that's difficult to not want. Okay, we're gonna have to have that as well. Still give me that armor. I'm surprised we can't make things even thinner. Flat corner. Forget it. Right, there you go. There's your titanium underbelly armor. Does Jake know about integrity field? Yes. And we should have a half-decent amount of integrity field covering the whole ship. Good. Now about that nameplate. Keep it nice and simple. What's the point in having a name if you can't flaunt it? Come on, upwards, upwards. There we go. My only thought is it needs a bit more gold on it. So let's grab our golden spray paint and just go ham with this. I wonder if there's some kind of horrible flaw with this ship that we're soon about to find out. Maybe I, maybe no. Either way, let's see if we can't get more achieved with you. I need to put on those guns though. I like the fact that it's quite a bit longer. Alright, alright. What else are we here for? I think the ship menu, the crew all looks fine. It's all on auto-assign. I probably have an excessive amount of crew, but they're being spent on anything really. And then I forget what you're armed with. You're armed still with mining, aren't you? Right, let's go and have another mining expedition and hope that that works out fine. That's still my salvaging laser. That's fine, it can all be moved forward. I can have it all in this one chunk of armor, so if it gets blown off, we're in deep trouble, right? A triple plasma Gatling T1. Look at that DPS. You're going to be going on the escort. But clearly the mining R laser is for us here. And then we have our salvaging laser for whatever else. And we still have other R mining to add. Swell. Of course, we need to go and make sure that they don't all fire at once. I want you on 1 and the rest of you on 2. R mining on 2, salvaging on 1. And finally, James, a lot of setup here, but the payoff feels very good. Where's our beloved escort?